T'Challa, we need a recast. Chat would agree, and I truly believe that. Stories untold, I pray that we get to unfold. Don't kill him, we don't need to see that. A black man is king, I think that is crucial. If not for the grown-ups, the kids should move you. Representation, let it multiply. Stop telling the stories, how legacies die. We can explore the world of Wakanda by addition and not replacement. 1.3 billion, how is that? And I'm making a statement. Being pigeonholed to a role like there could be only one is deflating. Man, it's a mindset that ain't died yet, cause the lack of seeing our faces. Sure, we can be the queen of the nation. Women should feast, we want elevation. Now, wouldn't it be dope if they rose up together without doing something as cold as erasing them? We got respect for Ryan and Nate. They doing their best, they stuck in the middle, but I hope they think about what is at stake. Don't rush it, but please let the saga continue. Doubling down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda forever, T'Challa forever. It's never been about the mantle. What is we saying? This ain't about Phantom and getting my way. It's all for the love, it's not for the hate. No matter what people are trying to say, we cast T'Challa. We cast T'Challa.
What's up? What is up? What is up? How are y'all doing today? Hey, let me just say, I know this is early. I apologize for the early time frame. However, I think that just like everybody else, you might just have to catch it on the replay. Shout out to the replay gang. But some stuff happened today. It's way too I could not wait. I couldn't wait to talk to y'all about some of the stuff that's happening. A lot of the stuff that we're going to talk about right now is time sensitive. I also have a lot of other things that I need to do tonight. So unfortunately, I could not wait. Matter of fact, I don't even know when we're going to do the House of the Dragon live. That might be an after dark. I don't know. I got a couple business meetings, phone calls, stuff like that I got to handle. But there was no way I was going to let this other trailer come out and not talk about it and react with y'all. And all the other news, because there's other news that we got to cover too. There's all this other stuff that happened within, what day is it? It's Monday. We had all this other stuff happen like in just a couple of hours, a couple of days. I had to talk to y'all about it. So I have to come talk to y'all about it. I apologize again for the early time frame. Just to give y'all a heads up, we are definitely going to react to the trailer together. I have not watched the new trailer yet, so I do want to watch it with y'all and react. What else we got? We definitely gonna talk about the Harrison Ford stuff. I got some thoughts on that. We're gonna talk about Blade. We're gonna talk about some other news for sure. And towards the end, I do have a Recast T'Challa update. It's an announcement that I'm happy to finally announce to everybody. And I also have to issue an apology to Recast T'Challa. So stay tuned. We're gonna go through all of that. But real quick, let me go through and see who's in the building. I know it's early, so I know everybody not gonna be here, and I apologize again for that. But sometimes you just can't wait. Sometimes you just got to get the information out there, and it actually gives me time to break up the videos and give y'all individual stuff too. So anyway, let's see who's here. Come on now. Top vet, top mod squad in the building. Kristen Pratt's here. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you and the hard work that you and the mod squad do. Miss Harper, thank you so much. I know you at work. I know a lot of y'all at work, and I totally get it. It's all good. Catch us on the replay. Have no fear. All good. But thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. My man Terrence is here. What's going on, brother? Alexander's back. Always a pleasure. Jason Rodriguez, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for making it out. That's the top supporter right there in the top vet. We got another top vet and mod squad in the building with Rim 17. Y'all make sure get those likes up. Thank you so much for making it out. Science is Fun is here. Thank you so much. Cynthia Charles is here. Good to see you. The homie Deborah Rodriguez is back too. Thank you so much. Minister Crush is here. Thank you. Treese is back. Pamela is here. Marvin, hello. What do we got? My man Nelson V, what's going on? Coop the Bully, I'm sorry, bro. I had to. Corey, what's going on? Good to see you. Trouble Clef is here. Shola, I'm sorry as well, but I'm here. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Hopefully, the news will make up for the fact that you can't make it right now. Hopefully. My man, Just My Opinions Reviews is here. Y'all make sure to go check out his channel. I just got on there. See, this is why you got to subscribe to my man, because you never know who gonna pop up. I popped up on this channel late last night. He was dropping news I didn't even know about. So y'all can get my extra raw, reactions to certain things on his channel. Go subscribe. Check it out right there. Let's see. Lisa Star is here. Good to see you. T, I see you as well. Thank you so much. Kinsey, hello. Destin, how you doing? Martin, how's it going? Let's see. Eric, I see you. Portia, what's up? Antoine, what's going on? No Limit, I see you. My man Gray's in the building. Batman Jr., hello. Joy, what's going on? Easy, what up? Let's see. Bart, hello. My man Mambo Jazz is here. Always a pleasure. Devin, what's going on? Hakeem, I see you. Let's see. Minuet, hello. Let's see. Cleves, hello, what's going on? King of Uganda. All right now. Lawrence, what's going on? My man Didier is back. Always a pleasure. Raymond, what's up? Wilbur, good to see you. It's been a while, Wilbur. It's good to see you again. Let's see. Janique, hello. Carl, okay. I'm seeing a lot of new names here. I like this. AJ, what's going on? Mr. D, what's up? My man Dre Mac back at it. What's going on, brother? Let's see. We even got Kev back. Come on through. That's another top vet in the building. Samuel, hello. Neres, I see you. Prince Zodiac, what's going on? And shout out to everybody that has come out today to talk. Yo, we've got so much to talk about, y'all. I cannot hold on. I can't pass up my man's here. Hold on. Come on now. We got a celebrity in here. Chief Wakil is in the building. Y'all already know. If you like that introductory anthem that you saw for Recast TChalla, that's that. This is all this brother right here. This guy's a magical genius right there. Okay. I ain't talking about Kanye genius, not the wacko genius. Like, this man can do the business. He knows what he's doing. So shout out to my man Chief, and shout out to everybody that has made it out tonight. I really appreciate y'all for real. Let's see. Let's grab this comment before we jump into some of the news. Jason, thank you so much. Hey fam, I normally don't get to post live because I'm at work. I finally got a chance to now. You swayed me on Recast TChalla movement. Woo! Yes! That is awesome. Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate that. Totally awesome. And by the way, if you guys are like on the replay gang, you can always just comment in the comments. I do go back and read the comments and stuff when I have time. And YouTube also added a thanks button. So if you wanted your stuff, if you just wanted to show support, I am not asking for it. I'm just saying, if you feel compelled to still support, you can hit the thanks button with a comment, and that way you can also get it up there too. But thank you so much, Jason. It really means a lot. I appreciate you, and thank you for joining. Let's see. RT, what you got? Greetings from Okinawa, Japan, Far East. Okay. I love your content and your Recast TChalla movement. Keep up the amazing work. Wakanda forever. Thank you so much. Shout out to the fam out there in the far East. That is awesome. We international, y'all. We international now. I love it. All right, let's get to some of the, we just gonna do some of the basic news. And I hope, I'm gonna try and learn my lesson from last time. I'm gonna try and end this on a positive note. I'm gonna end the live on a positive note, because I know last time I hit y'all with that uncomfortable compromise, and boy, did it leave people uncomfortable. Man, like, woo, talk about a thought experiment that just, woo, man, I didn't know it was gonna hit y'all like that. But yeah, we gonna address a couple things because I heard some things, and we gonna talk about that too. But anyway, let's get into it. First and foremost, we got Jonathan Majors' new movie coming up. Y'all already know Jonathan Majors. My goodness, this brother is so ridiculously talented. You've seen him already as Kang the Conqueror. You know that he is about that business. I would recommend, if you really want to see his acting on display, Last Black Man from San Francisco. That's where I got introduced to him. I can't say I like the movie, but his performance, that's where I was like, this brother can act. You also recognize him from Lovecraft Country as well, right? But apparently, he is now going to be in a new movie, and that movie is going to be he's going to play Dennis Rodman, the NBA basketball player, and the role is going to be in 48 Hours in Las Vegas. And this is set to dramatize Rodman's escapades in Vegas during the 1998 finals. Wow, 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 wow. So I gotta say, this definitely, there you go. There go image of Rodman and of Jonathan Majors. I gotta say, that is superb casting. That is wonderful casting. I don't know if the movie or the show or whatever it is, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. I just know that he can act this role. And Dennis Rodman is a character. Like, you can't just nobody can just be Dennis Rodman. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm still kind of wondering, couldn't Dennis Rodman just go play himself? Because he still looked like himself. It's not like he's super old, and I don't know, but if anybody were to try and tackle this role, this brother can do it. He can do it. So I am very curious to see how he's going to portray Dennis Rodman. I know some people were concerned about, like, well, like Dennis Rodman's like what, 6'8", 6'9", something like that. Like, he's a tall brother. My guess is that they're probably just going to hire shorter people, to play the other basketball players. I'm wondering if they're going to have somebody play Jordan, because if you what was that, the Jordan documentary, The Last Dance, MJ talked about, what was going on with Rodman and how they basically gave him a leash and how he was just able to do some wild stuff. I mean, Rodman was wilding. Okay. As someone from Chicago who, obviously I was there for the whole Bulls run, Rodman was constantly in the news. Rodman didn't show up for practice. Rodman did this. Can't nobody find Dennis. What is Dennis doing? Dennis out here getting married to Madonna. Nope, psych. To getting married to Carmen Electra. Nope, psych. Getting married to himself. Yeah, because Rodman is just wild like that. Folks be out here practicing, doing some crazy, doing some stuff in the basketball on the courts and everything. Meanwhile, Dennis Rodman is out there in WCW wrestling Karl Malone or something crazy. I don't know. Rodman is a character. And if there's ever somebody who has the talent to do it, like I said, it's Jonathan Majors. So I have to say, I am absolutely excited just to see his performance. Again, I don't know if this movie or show is going to be good, but I'm excited to see Jonathan Majors jump in and tackle it. So anyway, what do y'all think about Jonathan Majors jumping into this role, playing this? I mean, this is definitely going to be, okay, so it is going to be a film, but it is definitely going to be wild, because that's Dennis Rodman for you. But anyway, y'all let me know how you feel about Majors' new role as Dennis Rodman in the comments down below. All right, what we got? We got a couple comments. Jason, thank you so much. Cool. Didn't know about that option. I'll most definitely be supporting more. The more you know, 80s, 90s babies. Thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate that, man. For real, for real. What else we got? My man Chief. Anthony Mackie is Jordan. Thanks, Chief. Thanks. Just put it out there, why don't you? Because that's the energy we need. Yeah, that's what we need. All right, moving on to the next topic. We got another movie update with The Crow. In case y'all didn't recall, The Crow used to be featured by Bruce Lee's son, Brandon Lee. Unfortunately, he died on during a terrible accident on set. But even though they did recast the role in the sequel, apparently they are moving forward with a reboot of The Crow, and it just recently wrapped production. Bill Skarsgård is actually going to lead this film. This is basically Bill Skarsgård, in case you recall, He's the guy that played Pennywise in on It. So he's going to be playing that role, and we are going to have another Crow. And yeah, I gotta say, it must be nice. Must be nice. I'm curious. I'm curious to see if anyone's gonna wonder if this is gonna tarnish Brandon Lee's legacy because the role is being recast. Because God forbid someone's recast and we forget about the previous actors and the legacies. We'll find out, I suppose. Anywho, yeah, there's not much news to go on beyond that. They were just saying that, like, yep, production's wrapped. It's happening. It's something. Y'all let me know. Are you looking forward to a Crow update? To be honest with you, I'm kind of sort of like, man, the Crow was something decent for the 90s. I don't know if we need another one now. I don't know how they adapted. I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know if there's anything interesting or unique that we will find in the Crow reboot, even if they modernize it up, that is going to be compelling to watch. Not saying it's going to be bad. Bill Skarsgård is actually a really good actor, but I'm just curious, like, where do you go with that in 2022, 2023? Anyway, if y'all are excited for it, let me know right now how you feel about a Crow update coming soon. All right, let's move on. We're gonna keep moving here. We also have another update, and this one is for Planet of the Apes. I don't know about y'all, but I actually really like Planet of the Apes, the newer version. I ain't gonna lie. When Caesar, first started talking, and he did, when he got into my man's ear and was like, "No," that was great. That was great. And I like the last one. What was it? War of the Planet of the Apes or whatever. I thought it was actually pretty good. And that definitely got me kind of more engaged into the franchise. But I thought it was kind of done after that. But I will say that they are going to keep this going. This franchise is not stopping no time soon. And we just got our first image and our first news that Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is now, that's the new title, and production starts next month. We do actually get our very first image. It's more concept art. Let me actually get this banner out the way for y'all. But we have some concept art, and this is what it looks like so far. So it definitely looks like, obviously, the apes have created their own habitat. If you recall, there was a disease that was killing out human beings, and the monkeys were like immune to it. So without humans around and going pretty much extinct, it was making for a much easier place for the apes to basically take over. So this is all we got so far. I'm not sure. I forget. I don't want to spoil the ending for people with Caesar or whatnot, but it looks like, they've advanced, and they are moving forward. I don't think we have very much details on what the plot will be, but we do know that this is going to come to us in 2024. So 2024, you can get ready for another Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Well, y'all let me know. How are you feeling about Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? Is this something you're excited for? Like, did you like the franchise? Were you kind of meh on the franchise? Let me know in the comments down below. What else do we have? Okay, so we got that. Oh, okay. So, y'all remember Will Smith? He had smacked somebody. I forget what happened. No big deal, right? But apparently we knew that it was going to be some time before Will Smith was going to get back in the limelight, back up there. And we had all these different companies and studios acting like they didn't want to deal with him. They didn't want to, push any of his movies. Everything was being halted, yada, yada, yada. So with that being the case, they also would not they wouldn't really advertise him. And a lot of studios were kind of like hesitant on that. Now, never mind the fact we're not talking basically the complete opposite of what Warner Brothers has been doing with Ezra Miller. Okay, the complete opposite. But the his movie is finally going to come out. He does have this one with Apple TV, and this is something that I have to tell y'all again. I have not watched this, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what's going on in it. I just know that Emancipation is a movie of a slave, so it is a slave movie. According to Will Smith, it's supposed to give like hope and inspiration. I don't know how any slave movies do that, but okay. So we're gonna react to the trailer. We're gonna watch it real quick and see what is up with this. And let's react to it. All right. Let me load this up here. Let's get that banner out the way. But yeah, let's check out Will Smith's newest movie. Now, again, let me just say, be advised, this is a slave movie, so black trauma warning. I don't know. I don't know if it's gruesome or not. I don't know. But if you want to turn away, this is your time. If you want to watch, let's do this. All right.
I heard it myself. Slaves are free. Zazu. Lincoln. We must get to Lincoln's army. 5 days through this swamp.
There are many ways to die in a swamp.
There are many ways to die here.
I will not be afraid. What can a mere man do to me?
Follow the sound of Lincoln's cannons.
My family is with me forever. I will look in triumph at my enemies.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I don't know. I'm always sensitive when it comes to watching slave movies. It's really not something. It's obviously a very complicated thing. It's like as black folks, we already have enough trauma that happens, and a lot of times I'll be wondering to myself, like, who are these movies made for? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm glad that it's Antoine Fuqua. I'm glad that Will Smith is involved. That's great that it's something coming from our lenses, but at the same time, I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Is this supposed to be educational? Is it supposed to like turn the tide of racism? Like, I don't know. And at this point, I'm not gonna count it out only because if you were to tell me that like a police officer murdering somebody was going to change the tide or affect the racial social consciousness of people, I'd be like, yeah, whatever. This ain't Rodney King, right? But George Floyd happened, and for whatever reason, we had a little moment. We had a moment of, ooh, maybe we should do better. Is this movie gonna do that? I don't know. Is this movie gonna be the George Floyd of slave movies? I don't know. But you know, it's also history, right? Like it's history, and I hope that whenever you're doing anything based off of historical events, it is meant to inspire people at least to know and learn and do better, right? And do more. So this looks okay. I think Will Smith obviously is, you know, he's gonna put on his performance. Like, just because he slapped Chris Rock does not mean that he can't act all of a sudden. So I'll be willing to give it a shot. I think what will be interesting about this is I really want to know, well, two things. One, this is going into theaters December 2nd. That's not that far away from now, right? That means it's also going to be up for awards contention. Even though Will Smith is banned from the Academy, he can still win awards. He just can't attend. So, and let's be honest, the Academy loved them a good slave movie. They love that. I'm punching the mic. They love a good old slave movie. So I do wonder if the Academy are still going to be biased against Will Smith, or are they actually going to give his movie a shot? This looks like he's going to put on a good performance. Again, I don't know the quality of the movie or not, but it looks like he has a shot, maybe. I am a little concerned about this box office, though. Apple TV is dropping this on December 2nd, and then you only giving it 7 days in the theaters before it goes to Apple TV. I mean, I already was like not a big fan of the short 45-day release windows, but a week? It's like, what's the point? Like, make up your mind. Either it's going to go in theaters or you just going to drop it streaming. But I feel like, and I have to refresh my memory on the rules, I think that they have to drop it in theaters for a certain amount of time just for it to qualify for awards consideration. So that might be why Apple's doing that short window. I thought it was 14 days and a wide release, but I could be wrong. Anyway, trailer was okay. I'm glad they didn't go overboard with like all the trauma and stuff. I don't know. I've also had my concerns with any and all slave movies where it looks like this is all about emancipation. It's about getting to Lincoln's army, you know, but I hope that I know Will Smith said he wanted to make this more positive. I'm like, I don't know what's positive about anything during slavery. Because even if, let's just say he makes it to Lincoln, even if he's emancipated and he's free, they still don't like black people. There's still going to be racism. There's still going to be lynching. Jim Crow is right around the corner. Like, where's the happy ending? That it's not as bad as it used to be? Like, you know? So anyway, y'all let me know how you feel about the Emancipation trailer. How do you feel about Will Smith's comeback? Do you think it's too soon? Do you think it's right on time? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm very interested in hearing how y'all felt. I can't wait to read some of y'all comments just to see how you felt about the trailer. And I am curious to see, like, you know, do y'all still care about the slap? Do you still care about the fact that, you know, that this was a thing? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. All right. We got let me get a comment here. Let me grab this. Howard, what you got? We need this Ape movie because the astronauts who left in the first movie have yet to return to Earth. It's a true remake of the first film. That is true. That is true. And I do remember when they took off. And that was definitely you know, I was like Leonardo DiCaprio, like, oh, I see it. Yeah, you know. So that is actually pretty cool. That we are going full circle indeed in terms of all of the storylines when it comes to Planet of the Apes. I think this is shaping up to be a pretty good franchise overall, I think. But anyway, yeah, I'm totally with you on that. I'm looking forward to it. And I think it'll be pretty cool. Let's see. Didier, what you got? In the age of CRT denial, these types of movies may be needed. Yeah, it's pretty sad, right? Like, CRT. Oh, don't watch out for that critical race theory that's really only taught in law school, but they're teaching it to our preschoolers. No, they're not. That's just not true. That's not what it is. I feel so bad for people that fall for these simplified, misleading talking points. Because, oh gosh, it's like if you just talk about race, that's CRT. It's like, what? What are you talking about? That's almost like, let me tell you how ridiculous that sounds. It's almost like saying, we're going to talk about taxes, and someone reclassifies paying taxes as calculus. Like, no average person talks about calculus. You talk about calculus in advanced math courses. Taxes, where you just pay what you owe, and that's it. That's a basic level thing. Taxes and talking about race relations that still are a thing, that's not the same as CRT or calculus. So silly. So silly. Anyway, thank you for that, Didier. I appreciate you. I lost 2 followers. That's okay. Portia G, what you got? Thank you so much. This is why we need T'Challa recasted. He's at least one character that shows a positive, strong black person on screen. Portia, yes! 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 Oh, yes. Black Panther, the franchise, should be the epitome of the counter narrative, the counter stereotype of the portrayal of black people. That's why it was created. Jack Kirby created it to be the counter. You think people was looking at black folks during 1966 in a positive light? They was sit. I found videos of white folks that were interviewed, and this is right after they signed the civil rights legislation. There were white folks that were interviewed like, why do they need equal rights? Don't they have enough? Like, what's the big deal? What is the problem? That was basic civil rights. That was the perception of people back then, and they were progressively minded. Jack Kirby was like, let's put black folks on a pedestal with this character, not the mantle, the character. Let's make him super smart. Let's make him super athletic. Let's make him a king. Let's make him technologically advanced. Let's make him kick the butt of the Fantastic Four. Come on, Portia. You got me riled up. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. You right. All of that. You right. Got me riled up. Come on now. Hold on. What do we have? Eddie, what you got? They got to cut Will Smith a break because if they let Mel Gibson back in, listen. I mean, you're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. Now, I will say that I feel like Mel Gibson kind of let himself back in. Like, nobody was checking for Mel Gibson. He was like, I'm going to direct this movie. It's like, what? I thought you was canceled. What? Huh? And he just came back and was like, yep, I'm finna direct this. I'm going to direct that. And I'm going to do a Lethal Weapon 5. What you finna do? People was just like, I guess Mel is back. Must be nice. Must be nice to have that level of privilege. Oh, boy. Especially after saying and doing the things that he did. Yikes. Oh, man, a minority would never. Anywho, thank you so much for that, Eddie. Let's move on. We got the next update. A little quick one. Avengers Secret Wars. We got an update. We're going to shift over to Marvel. I think it's all Marvel at this point. We are going to shift over to that because we now have an update. They do have a new writer. And the new writer is not actually a new person. It's actually going to be Michael Waldron. He is going to be the writer. And if you recall, he is the one that wrote Loki, the season of Loki. So he is going to come back. He is going to take care of Avengers Secret War. And yeah, I gotta tell you, I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned because as much as I love Loki, as much as I love it, you also have the fact that he did Doctor Strange 2. And I'm like, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit too, but I'm like, Doctor Strange 2 was all right, but it definitely could have been better. It could have been a lot better. So when you're talking about doing an Avengers level movie, you can't have Doctor Strange 2 quality. You see what I'm saying? Like, you cannot have those, that you can't have a miss like that for an Avengers movie. Avengers movies at this point, the benchmark, you have to be a minimum of $1 billion. That, like, $1 billion is a loss. Okay. Avengers Age of Ultron, as mediocre as people felt it was at the time, only made $1.5 billion. And Marvel themselves said that was a disappointment. How you gonna be disappointed with $1.5 billion? Only if you knew it should have made more. So all I'm saying is, hey, Loki, great. Doctor Strange 2, it was okay. It was all right. Could have been better. You gonna have this man do Secret War? Okay. I just hope y'all put it together. I hope y'all put some money behind. I hope y'all do y'all due diligence. Because whatever happened with Doctor Strange 2, and we're gonna talk about it in a little bit, don't do that mess with this movie now. Don't do that. Anyway, y'all let me know, how do you feel about Michael Waldron coming back? Yes, he did Loki. Yes, he did Doctor Strange 2. So I don't know. That's a hit and a miss, a hit and a kind of hit. I don't know how you want to classify it. But y'all let me know how you feel about him coming in to write the Avengers Secret Wars film. Actually, now that we're talking about directors and all that, before I do that, let me grab this real quick from Didier. What's going on? I'm gonna give him a chance since Multiverse of Madness was a rewrite of someone else's script. I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for that. I'm actually about to jump on that right now. So what we're gonna do is shift over to Blade. Now, last time we talked about this, we got the unfortunate news that Blade lost their director, Bassam Tariq. They lost the director. Now, he, according to this, they said due to continued shifts in our production schedule, Bassam is no longer moving forward as director of Blade, but will remain an executive producer on the film. We appreciate Bassam's talent and all the work he's done getting Blade to where it is. Okay. So that was pretty sad, to hear that. And I will say that it was very concerning for me to hear that Blade was, a schedule conflict. Like, let me explain my concern with this. My concern is the fact that, before I do that, because I'm not the only one concerned, reportedly. Let's actually get to the news, and then I'll tell you why I'm more concerned. The other concern here, the other problem, is that your two-time Oscar award-winning actor lead, Mahershala Ali, reportedly is also frustrated, very frustrated with the process. Let's see what this report actually says. Now, this comes from an industry insider. His name is Jeff Snyder. He's broken a couple other things, some more news or whatnot that we've been getting recently. So we'll be seeing this name a couple times here. But he said here that I'm told that the current Blade script is roughly 90 pages and features exactly 2 lackluster action sequences. Mahershala said to be very frustrated with the process. Foggy said to be spread too thin. But hey, that's just what sources are telling me. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. There are a couple things I do want to talk about first. Let's talk about this Jeff Snyder guy and like what he's talking about, because there are some things that I think people miss. First of all, he's just reporting what his sources are telling him, right? Um, and I think people need to understand that, like, when it comes to any information coming from an insider, especially someone who has a journalistic background, right? Someone who used to write. I believe he was a editor at Collider or something like that. So this isn't just some random dude that just popped up and likes to just start tweeting random things, right? One thing that I do need people to understand is that if you're an insider, and y'all notice I'm not an insider, I know insiders, I know some things. I don't get inside information all the time. If I do, I'll let y'all know if I can, but that's not something I try to do because honestly it's too risky. I don't want, the studios knocking on my door sending the Black Widows out for your boy. I don't need the clicks like that. That's not for me. But if you are an insider, I will say that, like, one thing that you have to your name is your word, and that's it. Because if you are an insider and you're saying, I heard this is what a source told me, and it comes out to be false, no one's going to listen to you, and you literally lose all credibility. So I say that because I'm not surprised that some kernel of truth might be behind this, even if maybe later on Marvel comes out and says no, blah blah blah. Because to be honest with y'all, there's been information that I have known about things that happen behind the scenes, but that information can't be reported on because Marvel will use, I'm sorry, not Marvel, any studio will use, because all studios do this, by the way. I'm not trying to pick on Marvel, but like studios will use the outlets to leak out information to counter whatever the rumor is. Okay. So I'm not surprised at what this person is coming out with. Like, somebody told them, maybe it changes, maybe the situation changes, but whatever they heard, I think there's some legs to it. But anyway, what did he say here? He said the current Blade script is roughly 90 pages. That does not sound very good. That doesn't sound very promising. And features on 2 lackluster action sequences. Do y'all remember how Blade opened up? Do y'all remember how that first when he just walked into that club and like all the music and it was blood spraying down and my man was out here slicing and dicing? Do y'all remember? There's no way you can have a Blade movie and have action and lackluster in the same content. You just cannot. That cannot be the case. That right there is a red flag, if that is true. They said Mahershala is frustrated with the process. The process, I agree with. I'd be frustrated if I was him too. Because, and this is, let me. I need Marvel to put some respect on Blade, the property. Blade, for some of y'all that might not know, is the only reason Marvel Studios exists. There would be no Marvel Studios if Blade, shout out to Wesley Snipes, had not proven that superhero movies could be successful. Kevin Feige even admitted this. He said we owe a lot to Blade because if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Marvel Entertainment, because that wasn't studios, if Marvel Entertainment had not made Blade successful, if Wesley Snipes had not just been box office, there would be no Avengers. There would be no Tony Stark. There would be nothing because Marvel would have just went bankrupt. We would have been stuck with the Fox universe of X-Men and Sony giving us Morbius Part 8. That's what we would have had. Thank you, Blade. Thank you. What bothers me is the fact that I need Marvel Studios to put more respect on the Blade franchise. What do I mean by that? I want you to put the same energy that you are putting behind Fantastic Four. Because you know, they want that Fantastic Four to be great. I want you to put the same energy, if not more, into Blade than what you put into Spider-Man. All of them. You announced that two-time, I'm gonna put some respect. You announced that two-time Oscar award-winning Mahershala Ali was gonna be Blade 3 years ago. Remember that? That was pre-pandemic. Before the pandemic, you knew you had your lead actor and you knew you wanted to make this movie. You knew the history behind this movie. You knew that this movie is literally why you're here. You had 3 years. And now, by the way, let's also think about the fact that whenever you're making a movie, it's hard work. A movie can take anywhere from like 4, maybe to 6 months just to shoot, produce, wrap production, do all of that stuff. They got fine tuning, all of that. It might take up to 6 months. Sometimes it might take longer, especially if there are unexpected, unforeseen things that happen. Blade was supposed to start shooting next month in November, and it was supposed to come out next year, November 2023. So if it takes about 6 months, let's say 8, just to be on the safe side in case something happens. If it takes that long for a movie to go into production, for it to get done, to do whatever it needs to do, and then you actually have to promote it and all of that, and you lose the director 1 month before production starts, what are you doing? If it was me and you knew you had Mahershala Ali locked up that early, y'all should have started production at least a year ago. At least 1 year ago, y'all should have started production. Maybe he was busy. I don't know. Of course, other things can happen. All I'm saying is I needed more energy in Blade. The moment you announced that you had him signed, I needed to hear the next week, we got a writer, we got a director, we starting production. Okay, maybe there's a delay. Maybe something happened. I get that. We on board. We almost 1 year to the date when y'all should start, and you lose a director. And if this report is true, your script is huff. Your script is booty juice. Why is the script even? How are we 1 month before production starts and your script has 2 lackluster scenes for Blade? For Blade? Y'all would never let this slide if it was Deadpool. Never. If anybody ever said, hey, a Deadpool script had some lackluster action, Kevin Feige would come in there with a blowtorch and be like, woof, start over right now. What? I need y'all to put some respect on Blade. We already don't have enough black lead actors doing these movies. After T'Challa, Blade was next up for me. After T'Challa and Black Panther, I was like, let's go Blade. I was geeked. This was fantastic because I love Mahershala Ali as an actor. My man is fantastic. I can understand why he is getting frustrated. What else did they say in this thing here? Oh, this got me so mad. I don't like this at all. Feige is said to be spread too thin. Make some time. Make some time. What you spending time on? She-Hulk? They don't need your help. It's already going downwards. What are you spending time on? Something like 5 to 10, 15 years from now? Put some time in for Blade. Please. You got all these other people that are doing all these other things. Put Blade on your radar the same way you would Fantastic Four and Spider-Man. Thank you for, Hugh Jackman. Thank you. But I'm going to need some of that energy back on Blade. So no, I am not happy with this. I am not okay with this. You know, this is I mean, we just got Hawkeye. Why you give us Hawkeye? You could have canceled Hawkeye and said we about to work on Blade. And I would have been like, okay. Okay. What you do? Taking meetings from Iron Fist? Is that what you doing? What are you doing that's making you so thin right now? Because we don't need him. Don't bring him back. Finn Jones can go. Y'all already know. Please recast Iron Fist. I don't like this. Don't like it at all. There was a second tweet by this person. Snyder also said that Bo DeMayo was coming on to work on the script. He is currently writing for X-Men 97 and has writing credits for Star Trek New Worlds. He did Moon Knight. He did The Witcher, among others. So that don't make me feel good either. Because remember what, Didier, to your point, remember what I was talking about with Michael Waldron? He came in on Doctor Strange 2 using a script that Scott Derrickson was going to use. Remember, Scott Derrickson was going to do, he did the first Doctor Strange movie, and he was going to do a second one, probably a little scarier. He probably was going to, they said Nightmare was going to be the actual villain. It was going to go in a whole different direction, right? But he left creative differences with Marvel. It happens. Okay, no big deal. He left, and Sam Raimi stepped in, and Michael Waldron came in. And Michael Waldron even mentioned how the whole Illuminati scene, you know, that scene that a lot of people was like, why'd you waste our time with this? Yeah, all of that, they just threw that in there. Go watch the behind the scenes. He just said, I ain't mean nothing with it. I just threw that in there. I needed some filler. You know, just whatever. Yeah, the stuff that everybody was looking forward to, all the cameos, all that good stuff, filler. That's what happens when you're pressed for time and you have to just jump on to somebody else's stuff. Now, let me also backtrack with this. They said that they're bringing in this other person, Bo DeMayo. I told you production is about to start next month. Now, they probably are going to have to delay this. I hope they delay it because I'd much rather them take their time in developing Blade and give it the time and care and love that it deserves. But it was also reported that this guy, this DeMayo person, is going to start the script from scratch. Great. Get rid of that boo-boo script that was gone, but you're going to start this from scratch when y'all were supposed to start production next month? You know how long it takes to write a good script? You know how many times people have to get a script? Sometimes it be taking people almost a year to go, or if not longer, to make a script, go over it, change it, you know, and let's not forget, you might have a script and then we don't even know who Blade's director is yet. We don't even know who the new director is. So you about to have this person come in, write up a new script, and with all of that, you about to sit here and get another director who might come in and be like, I don't like this. Let's change that. Let's do something different. What are y'all doing with Blade? What is happening here? All I ask, take whatever time you need to get it right. And I can understand Mahershala Ali's frustration because even he knows that he's stepping into huge shoes following the iconic, legendary Wesley Snipes. And you cannot come into Blade when there are people to this day that still want Wesley to just come in and just step right into the role again. You cannot just come in with some boo-boo script and some boo-boo movie with lackluster scenes. So I definitely understand. He understands what this property means. Mahershala. Ain't no way he's not going to be frustrated with this whole process. Because if everything that's being reported is the case, this is a mess. And it's unacceptable. And it's not cool. Get it together, Marvel. Get it together. So I am so not okay with this because I've been looking forward to Blade for a long time. And I wanted this to be successful. I wanted this to be something to knock us out the park. Like, don't play with this. Just don't. Just don't. Y'all let me know. How do you feel about Blade? And y'all don't want to make it rated R. Ah! How do y'all feel about the Blade news? And yeah, whatever. Just I'm over it. I'm over it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. So unacceptable. Y'all just would never do this to nobody else. Nelson V. Multiverse of Madness was underwhelming due to the spoily trailers. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree. You know, I've been talking about that. They should have never shown Professor X. Because the moment they showed that, they showed you the best part. That part would have blown people's minds. Same thing with Daredevil. Y'all should have never shown us Daredevil and She-Hulk. Because now ain't no way you finna top it. What is that? If Deadpool shows up, that's how you top it. But I don't think they got the guts to do that in She-Hulk. They just gonna have maybe the last episode or whatever with Daredevil, and where you go from there. What you finna show me? The leader? I don't care about the leader. Leave his big head out of this. I don't care about him. What you gonna show me? MODOK? So? I don't care about that. Y'all wasted y'all played y'all big Joker way too early. And Marvel stay doing that with their marketing. Just playing the big Joker, and then now look at you. You can't even make no books. You can't even cut. You can't even do nothing. So all my spade players out there, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Marvel out here. I got 10 books. No, you got 2. You only got 2. Can't even play with y'all, man. Undercutting your own partner. Anywho, Rims, thank you so much. Just for your regulars, please show the like button some love because it's dry as heck notification. If you're feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. If you're feeling right, let's hit these likes. Thank you so much for that, Rims. And yes, we got 500 of y'all in. Man, this is more than the normal night crew. Maybe I should do these in the midday more often. I can't because I have a full-time job, so not the case. But I appreciate y'all being here. And if you do enjoy what you're seeing and what you're hearing, please go ahead and give this a like. Thank you, Rims. I appreciate the reminder. Baby Toshiro, thank you so much. Yes, sir. And yet, some keep pushing that false narrative that X-Men or Iron Man lead to where Marvel is at or led to where Marvel is at. Nah, it was Blade. Facts. Y'all wouldn't have this. We would not have this at all. No MCU. There would be no MCU because at that time, Marvel and all their properties was like, listen, Sony bought, if you know, I was just reading a book about this. Sony had the opportunity to buy Iron Man, Captain America, Thor. They had the rights to the characters all out there. Marvel was even like, please take them. Like, please. They were like, don't nobody want to see these? Man, let me get they passed on X-Men too. Sony was like, man, let me get that Spider-Man. Yeah, just they was like, but don't you want the Iron Man and the Thor? Nah, just give us the Spider-Man. That's all we want. Sony paid only $5 million for Spider-Man. That's it. That's it. $5 million for Spider-Man. Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man movie turned over $1 billion. Over $1 billion. Talk about a come up. And they missed out. And they could have had everything else. Silly Sony. But thank you. Yes, facts on facts. It was always Blade. Thank Blade. When in doubt. Matter of fact, I need a shirt that just says thank you, Blade. But yes, that is the case. Let's see. Hold on. Dan the man, what you got? At the 08 mark, you can see me in the trailer. Oh, which trailer are you talking about, Dan? Which are you in? Emancipation or Black Panther? Or what you talking about? Let me know. That's okay. Hey, whichever one. Congrats. All right now. Let's see what we got. Deshaun, thank you so much. Foggy, I don't have enough time. Black people, make it enough. Woo. Come on now. Come on now. Let me not. Don't get me going. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this to me right now. Thank you, Deshaun. I appreciate you. Y'all just don't do me. Don't do it. Don't do this. Don't get me riled up. No, this is about to get me riled up. Ooh, I didn't get a chance to talk to y'all about this. Y'all heard about the movie The Thunderbolts, right? All right. So Thunderbolts is a movie that is coming out. It was announced at D23. And if you are familiar with the comics, you know that the person that puts the Thunderbolts together is Thunderbolt Ross, aka General Thunderbolt Ross. Now, in the MCU, Thunderbolt Ross has been played primarily, he was already recast with Sam Elliott, but primarily he has been played by William Hurt. However, William Hurt passed away. All right. And because ever since he passed away, a lot of people were thinking, like, well, what are y'all going to do with Thunderbolts? Like, are y'all going to recast him? But that would have its own issues. We'll get to that. Or are you going to have somebody else do it? Now, I thought they were not going to recast. I thought that they had Val. Remember Val? She was already putting together a ragtag team together. I'm like, yo, she's the new Thunderbolt Ross. And that made sense. Don't nobody really care how the Thunderbolts come together. Just the fact that they come together. Now, you are missing Red Hulk, because in the comics, Thunderbolt Ross turns into Red Hulk. But they could also mix that up because there is a She-Red Hulk, and maybe they add that in there. I don't know. Whatever. They have options. That's all I'm saying. Now, I've specifically said, as we've been talking about Recast TChalla, I didn't want to bring up General Ross because I didn't want to be insensitive to William Hurt's passing, right? That's why, I mean, I know we all thought the same thing. We all thought it. But for me, I was like, look, I ain't going to touch it because I didn't want to be like them other folks when Chadwick passed away and they were like, all right, who's going to be Black Panther now? It's like, yo, like, chill out. Real person passed away. Chill out. And it appeared as though Marvel set a precedent, a new precedent, that recasting was just not going to happen when the actor passed away. Now, I never agreed. I never liked that, but that was their apparent policy. Well, we found out that might have been a lie because apparently, reportedly, Harrison Ford was considered for the Marvel's Thunderbolt cast. Supposedly, he was going to be recast as General Thunderbolt Ross. Where's the actual report? So this also comes back from Snyder. This is the same guy that we were talking about before, and this is what he said. This is what he reported. Breaking via the Hot Mic podcast, though Marvel insiders deny he has been cast in the movie at this time, multiple sources indicate that Harrison Ford either is or was the studio's top choice to star in Thunderbolts as the general himself. It's unclear if he already passed. Excuse me? When was this considered? Supposedly. And whenever this supposedly was considered, was it not too soon? And if it wasn't too soon, why wasn't it too soon? Now, I know some people want to, and I'm going to address a couple things here. Some people want to talk about how the validity of this comment, right, or of this report. Well, it's just a rumor. Well, it's just speculation. Well, here's the thing. Like I mentioned before, people that claim to be insiders are, especially when they put their face out there. Now, if this was like a nameless, brandless website or whatever, some random page with like, I don't know, a cartoon character as a front, okay, that's different. This person's actually putting their face out there. They're putting their name out there. It's not in his best interest to lie about this. The information might come out and be denied later. Like Marvel might be like, no, we never did. Y'all don't think that these studios are going to say something different to save face? That's called PR. That's PR. That's always the game of PR. Public relations. The nasty, ugly stuff that happens behind closed doors, if it gives the company a bad look, you don't think that they have people in place to spin that and put it in a positive light? That's literally their job. That is their job. So it does not surprise me that, and especially think about this, what they were saying in this report, it's not like he was saying, oh man, Harrison Ford signed a contract. Yup, he's definitely the. He said that they were considered. That basically Marvel, somebody in Marvel, whether it's from Foggy to Namor to Victoria Alonso to whoever, somebody mentioned that Harrison Ford was a top pick. Nobody's talking about contracts. No one's saying anything was legit 110%. They're just saying that somewhere in the Marvel offices, someone said, Harrison Ford, General Ross, that'll be the ticket. So now, again, why wasn't this too soon? Why was this considered? And I want to address something else people like to bring up, which is, wait a minute, E-Man. Hold on, wait a minute. How dare you, how dare you, E-Man, compare the iconic performance of Chadwick Boseman, the transcendent significance of the character of T'Challa, to a supporting character of Thunderbolt Ross and another actor in William Hurt? How dare you put them in comparison? How could you do that? And the way I want to respond to that is, I'm not comparing them at all. I'm not comparing the iconic T'Challa or the fantastic Chadwick Boseman to William Hurt or General Ross. I'm not even going to have that conversation because I reject the initial presupposition that by not recasting, that's an honor. That by not recasting, that's a good thing. See, in order for you to make that comparison between Chadwick and T'Challa and Thunderbolt Ross and William Hurt, you have to accept the idea that not recasting is a wonderful thing. I do not believe that. So I reject that comparison because I reject the initial premise that not recasting is a positive. I've told y'all from the jump, I wouldn't do recast T'Challa if I thought recasting was a bad thing. It's never been a bad thing. I have been asking this question for over a year and a half. Anyone, please tell me, when has recasting ever had a negative side effect or whatever on the previous actor? I've been waiting. If I had $1 million, I would offer y'all $1 million so somebody can answer me. When in Hollywood has the recasting of a character with a new actor negatively impacted the previous person? Ever. I mean, seriously, throw that challenge out there. Recast challenge. I don't know. Because I don't know where y'all just run with this idea. Where did y'all get this idea from? Where did y'all? Because if anything, recasting preserves actors and characters. Recasting is the reason why we remember older actors and characters. Let me tell you something. Superman is boring. Superman. Yes, Man of Steel, fly, jump, leap, iron bullets, all that. He's boring. But do you know why we keep getting Superman? Because he keeps getting recast. He keeps getting reinvented. I can't tell you how many times what New 52 DC rebooted so many times because they had a quote unquote Superman problem. You know what the Superman problem was? He was too perfect. He was too perfect and he was overpowered and he was boring. When interest went down in Superman, do you think they stopped it as an honor? No, they kept his portrayal going. Whether it was comics, whether it was movies, or whether it was TV, you kept getting Superman. And because of that, he benefited from the privilege of recasting, and he ain't going nowhere. It's the same thing with Batman. They're not going nowhere because they keep getting recast. You think James Bond is going to go somewhere at all? No, they're just going to recast. I've told y'all the comparison with the $6 million man. If you're under 30 and you don't Google, you might not know who the $6 million man is, and you might not know the name of the actor. A lot of us older folks might know that, but the younger folks don't. Why? Because he's never been recast. How is that for the legacy? Not recasting hurts legacies. Recasting preserves them. Last time I checked, Spider-Man been recast 3 times, at least for the movies, and we had a whole movie with all of them in there. Did Andrew Garfield tarnish Toby, or did Holland tarnish Andrew Garfield and Toby, or were they all able to flourish? Did we all not reminisce? Was there infighting because, oh my gosh, if you recast, someone is going to be hating on this one and loving the other one? So I told y'all Toby my GOAT, and that's okay. He could be my GOAT. If y'all want to have Tom Holland as your GOAT, that's fine too. What's the problem? Why are we have a problem with having too many good things? We really think it's going to be a problem if we have too many T'Challas? Oh! Yahya Abdul-Mateen did a fantastic job. Chadwick did a great job. What do we do? It's a problem. Anyway, let me backtrack and go back. I was getting off topic. The reason why, again, I rejected that whole thing is because now Marvel has put themselves into a precarious situation. When you say you don't want to recast because it's an honor, then what happens when you do recast? So it's not an honor? So William Hurt is trash? He's not of value? You see what I'm saying? Like, this is why you should have never said nothing. Because now you saying that, yo, Chadwick is so good. He's so great. Oh, we never gonna recast him. That's great. Oh, General Ross, you dead? All right, cool. Recast. Harrison Ford would be great. That's a very awkward situation to put yourself in. I don't think you should. I'd say, like, don't even say nothing about it. Recast. And I've also told you guys the other thing. Recasting only happens. This is the only time recasting happens when the creators and the storytellers find value in the character and their story. If the character and the story are stupid or insignificant, they don't get recast. But you only recast if you sit here and think, man, we can't tell this story without that character. That's another contradictory situation. So now we value T'Challa so much, we're never going to recast. But you don't value his character or his story to keep it going. You say, give it to somebody else. Let's transfer that to someone else. Well, why didn't you do that with General Ross? Why didn't you keep that same consistent energy and say, hey, General Ross, William Hurt, we love what you did. Thank you so much. Oh, you so great. You know what? We're going to give your story to somebody else. We're going to give it to Val. Val's going to become the Red Hulk or whatever. These are conflicting issues. This is why when people try to argue with one side, you come against a logical contradiction on the other side. If you say T'Challa was so great and he shouldn't be recast, but you're also saying at the same time his story does not deserve to continue. If you say that William Hurt's character is insignificant because he's just a supporting character, well, if you recast, you're saying, no, it is important and it needs to continue. These are logical contradictions. They don't add up. I'm allergic to illogical stuff. So it gets on my nerves. This is why I don't even get into the comparison situation. You see what I'm saying? I don't get into it because I'm like, y'all are leading yourselves into logical fallacies and don't even realize it. You're going to contradict yourself one way or another. You're going to compliment one person, but insult the other. You're going to uplift one character, but downgrade the other. It's a no-win situation. So yes, when certain social media folks go out there and say Marvel is making a mistake by even letting this information out with Harrison Ford, oh, you're damn right it was going to throw some fire on Recast T'Challa, because this is the whole point. This is why I said we should recast. I never said we have to do it immediately, but recasting is a positive thing. And anyone that says otherwise, prove it. Prove it. I've asked for proof. Prove that recasting is a bad thing. Now, I will concede that you can recast poorly, right? You can do things in a distasteful way, but the idea of recasting in itself is not negative. All right. I forgot there was a part 2 to this. So there's even more to all of this. So the conversation about Harrison Ford taking over is the fact that apparently there was more to the story. Not only was, and this is why I kind of lean towards, I think this is more true than not. I told y'all before that D23, I went there. I was there. I was sitting there with people left to right. I told y'all D23 was huff. D23 was lackluster. Okay, people went in, we was excited, and then all of a sudden we get news. We like, okay, that's cool. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, okay. But there was never that big thing that just knocked it out the park. Now, if Deadpool had came out and Hugh Jackman came, internet broken, minds melted, would have made up for everything. But D23 was whack. But let me tell you, according to this report, apparently it could have gone in a whole different direction. And I'm talking about with Harrison Ford. Because according to this report, Lucasfilm reportedly blocked Harrison Ford's Thunderbolt casting news at D23. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I thought y'all were just considering him. You mean to tell me that this was actually going to be news that you were going to announce to people in public? Let's read what they actually said. Let's read. And this is according to the same guy too. So what I initially heard is that this was a done deal for D23, that they actually wanted to announce him as a cast member in Thunderbolts at D23, but that they didn't because Kathleen Kennedy put her foot down and said, no, we're going to keep the focus on Indiana Jones 5 content. I don't want this to become Harrison Ford joining the MCU. We're going to keep the focus on Indy 5 right now. Well. I believe her. That I believe that. Because let's be honest. I don't know about y'all. I ain't really checking for Indy 5. Indy 5 is cool. I wish whatever they were doing with Indy 5, they did it in Indy 4 and they ended the whole franchise and eventually recast. But I'm sorry, my man Harrison just turned 80 years old. He looked like everything hurt when he walked, and that's all respect to him. My man is 80 years old, and he's trying to still do these action roles with Indy. Now, he has also said that this is it. He's done after this, and I believe him, and that's fine. And I'm going to go watch Indy 5. I will. But I ain't going to lie. If they had announced that he was joining the MCU, not one person would give a crap about Indy 5. I mean, some people will still go watch it, but a lot more people will be like, we don't care. Nah, Harrison Ford, MCU. If you think about SEO, if you think about how the articles are written, how the things trend, you think Harrison Ford, Indiana Jones 5 is going to trend over Harrison Ford, Thunderbolts, Harrison Ford, MCU? Nah. It's the same reason, and I've told y'all this, it's the same reason why I've said in a Disney Plus show, you don't want to bring out the mutants. You don't want to bring out Apocalypse in something. You don't want to bring out, Wolverine and She-Hulk or something, because the moment you do that, it's going to take all the shine away from whoever the main star or character is. So I totally believe that if that were the case, Kathleen Kennedy would say that, because and I have to say, Star Wars was very lackluster. It was very flat at D23. It was better at Star Wars Celebration. That was great. But at D23, it was whack. It would have killed all little hype under Lucasfilm. All of it. If they had just basically said like, oh, we too have Harrison Ford in our property. Nobody would have cared. So I just find this very, very funny that this supposedly was not only considered for a recast, but they also were about to do this until it got hijacked. And again, the fact that this right here, this type of news that another producer stepped in the way, that I'm taking that with more legs than I am salt. I think it has more legs than salt. So, woo-wee, how do y'all feel about this Harrison Ford news? How they really were thinking about recasting Thunderbolt Ross? Hell, they might still do it, because whenever Thunderbolts come out, maybe he is already cast. Maybe he did already sign on. It's not like they can wait for long. Again, no shade, but my man is 80. You got to get the deals in now while you can. Just saying. And I would say that it's not a bad thing if they get him in as General Ross, because my thing is I'm assuming that because he is so much older, I don't think Harrison Ford is going to be like, all right, I'm going to play this for the next 10 years. I think what it's going to happen is, yeah, he'll show up. Maybe he's a variant. I don't know, whatever. But I think if him showing up, if he turns into the Red Hulk, I think he stays as the Red Hulk because it's all CGI. So maybe he can only do voice work. And even if it is just voice work, and, if that day comes where he's no longer with us, they can always recast the voice. Ain't nobody finna trip over that. So I could totally see him coming in, playing one little role, taking a shot, becoming Red Hulk, and never going into human form ever again, and just letting the CGI do its thing moving forward. If you think about it, You really don't need Harrison Ford after that. Just saying. So anyway, how do y'all feel about Thunderbolt Ross potentially being recast with Harrison Ford? Let me know your comments down below. There's a lot to talk about with that. I know I have a lot of comments. Let me scroll back up and try and grab them. Got that. Okay. What else do we have? I saw somebody else. Oh, that's gonna be a long replay segment. That's okay. I like it. Nope, got that too. I'll get that. Okay. 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 All right. Let me grab this. Nelson, we need Mackie to write the Blade script. See, now y'all playing. Thank you, Nelson. But now y'all playing. No, we do not. Dan the Man, Wakanda Forever. I'm the shirtless one. Okay, hey, we're gonna look for you. Okay. Congratulations, Dan. All right now. True. Good stuff. Proud of you. All right now. Thanks for watching the channel. That's great. All right. We're gonna keep an eye out. You said at the 8-second mark, so we're gonna try and go real slow and see if we can catch you. Shirtless one. Okay, got it. Thank you for that. And congratulations to you. What we got? Chief, what you got? If the rumors are true, the switch up will be it was left up to Nate and Ryan in regards to T'Challa. I'm calling it now. Well, we do have indications that that's what they wanted to do. I mean, we played this a while ago that Feige said, once this happened, I left it up to Nate, and Nate left it up to Coogler. So, yes, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. And I'm not going to lie, like, if I were Feige, I wouldn't have done it if I was Feige, but I will say I understand Feige not wanting to get in the middle of this. You're talking about a Black culturally significant character. And as a white man in power, you don't want to have to get stuck in between the conversation of whether or not that character continues or how you honor them. You gonna want to fall back and be like, all right, I'm gonna give the power to the Black folks so that they can decide. So I get it, and it makes sense. I still say the buck is gonna stop with you. You can't avoid it. Yeah, I understand you're gonna defer to Nate and the Ryan, but the bucks, you still got to get the okay. So and I've said this before, the same way Marvel can get praise from us, they can get this criticism too. So if I can sit here and say, Kevin Feige, you a genius. Oh, Kevin Feige, you great. Oh, I'm going to say, Kevin Feige, you messed up. Kevin Feige, you was wrong. Kevin Feige, you don't know what you do. I can say both at the same time, and you're going to have to take both. Because I'm going to give you credit when it's due, and I'm going to give you criticism when it's due too. But thank you for that, Chief. I appreciate you. What else do we have? What else? Hold on, I'm moving. And I think we got, what else? Yeah, we got a trailer we got to watch too. Buzz, what you got? Harrison Ford is 80. General Ross, really? Yeah, well, I mean, General Ross is old too. Like, he's been around for a minute, so I get it. Nelson V, thank you for that, Buzz. Nelson V, it defeats the purpose of the multiverse saga and variants of Marvel characters. So Marvel Studios recast T'Challa and find a good Blade writer. Yes, there's really no excuse. There's really no excuse. You have a multiverse. This is like a writer's get out of jail free card. We got magic, we got time travel, we got multiverse. You can do whatever you want. Whatever you want. Oh my goodness. That reminds me. We did have another topic. I almost forgot. I definitely got to talk about that too. Hold on, let me get that. Okay, I'm mad. I almost forgot this one. Okay, I think I had another comment. One sec. Let me scroll down. All right, there we go. Frigga's Belt. What you got? Evening, E-Man. They have no choice but to recast T'Challa. Now it's gonna be constant side eye until they do. Yes. I told you the logical inconsistency that they are in. I told you they painted themselves in a jacked up corner. I didn't want to call them out. I didn't want to say nothing. I wanted Marvel to make the first move, and I don't think they made the best one. Now, again, this has not been official from Marvel yet, but if these sources and reports are true, oh, not a good look. Not a good look. Thank you, Frigga. I appreciate you. Dion, your reaction to anything Mackie is hilarious. Listen, whatever, man. Y'all just be all right. Thank you for that, Dion. I appreciate you. Y'all just be coming up with the most. That's all. David, what you got? Side thought. Maybe that group that's trying to get She-Hulk's blood is for General Ross. What do you think now, knowing they recasted General Ross? Totally possible. I still think it's the leader just because of the fact that he's actually confirmed already. But you could be right. You could be right. I mean, General Ross could be looking to become Red Hulk. If I'm not mistaken, I could have sworn, and I haven't watched the old Hulk movie in a while, but I think they already had some of Bruce's blood in the military. I mean, that is how they made Blonsky. They made the Abomination from experiments of Bruce's blood before. So I don't know if they ran out. I don't know if it got destroyed. I'd have to go back and rewatch the movie, but it's possible. It is possible. But General Ross would have access to that stuff if it was not destroyed. But anyway, thank you so much for that, David. I appreciate you. What else? Hold on. I saw somebody else. Nope, I didn't. Okay, I'm tripping. All right, we got to talk about this because I almost forgot all about this. But this right here, I there was no way I was not going to be able to talk about this. In case you have not heard, recently we just got an update that that Armor Wars, as you know, stars Don Cheadle, and it was supposed to take place after Secret Invasion. It is supposed to be a follow-up series, right? And it was going to follow a bunch of groups or people are getting access to Tony Stark's weapons or in his technology, and Rhodey is going to have to go out there and stop him. All right, that's the general premise. Well, we just got news that apparently Marvel is shaking things up. Marvel is going to change the series. Instead of a Disney Plus series, now it's going to be a movie. Wow. So this, I think, is definitely a positive. Hold on, I want to get something else for you guys here. Yes, it is a positive, I think. I'm hoping that this also means my man is going to get a pay bump, Don Cheadle, because being a lead in a TV series is not the same as being a lead on a movie that has like global exposure, right? So shout out to Don Cheadle first and foremost. Actually, I got a chance to meet him, and that was really cool. Do I have a picture of that? I don't know if I do. Let me see. I think I posted that on Twitter. Yeah, I think I did. But I did get a chance to meet him, and that was just great. I was just like beside myself because he was just as funny, just as cool, just as entertaining as you would think he is. Yeah, here we go. I think I got an image right there. There we go. I got my little college professor going on right there, but I got a chance to talk to him real quick. And that was really cool. He was doing a promotion for his other movie called White Noise. He is fantastic in it. I can't say the movie's fantastic, but he was really great in it. Yeah, like he was definitely a joy to speak to just for a moment. Now, I could not ask him about Armor Wars. He was not going. I did tell him that he is great for the culture. I told him I really appreciate what he represents, especially for Black folks. And I was happy for his opportunity to get up there. I actually went up there and I asked him, I was like, look, am I allowed to congratulate you for Armor Wars? And he was like, yeah, I don't care. It's in the news. And the reason why I asked him that is because the last time I had tried to congratulate someone for something that was announced in the news, they were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Nope, nope, I don't know. So I was like, look, I ain't trying to get you in trouble now. So it was kind of cool that at least he was cool about it. And yeah, he was very generous, very gracious, talking to everybody during that time. But here's the thing I want y'all to think about. So with this being changed into a movie, there's two things I want y'all to consider. One, this doesn't really make a huge difference except for maybe how the story is told, right? Because we know, listen, I'll tell you this. If you was about to tell me Armor Wars was about to be 6 episodes, 30 minutes long, I'd have been like, no, just make it a movie. Because if you just make it a movie, you're going to condense all the filler. You're going to get to the good parts. You have to make the story more effective at that point. So the fact that now it's going from a series to a movie, I'm actually looking forward to that because I think it'll be a better story told. Second, Armor Wars is supposed to follow up Secret Invasion. Now, personally, I think Marvel might be dropping the ball here because Secret Invasion, that storyline in itself, Skrulls are here. Who knows who's coming? There's a Super Skrull. This not like that could have been a phase in itself. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who's a Skrull. That could have been its own mini phase, but they're reducing it to only 6 to 9 episodes with Sam Jackson. So hopefully that becomes bigger, but either way, it's going to lead into Armor Wars, right? So I'm excited of the fact that, hey, whatever ends off Secret Invasion, it's going to set up Armor Wars. So I like the idea that we're getting catapulted into something bigger, better, and hopefully greater. The other thing I want y'all to also remember is the Disney Plus shows, they have the same budgets as the movies. So Disney already committed during the pandemic a whole lot of money towards Marvel Studios to go ahead and make their Disney Plus shows on the same level in terms of shooting and production as the movies. It's the same people that worked on Civil War that worked on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It's all the same thing, right? So I like the fact that what do they say here? Variety reports that Marvel is putting movie scale budgets behind each of the Disney Plus projects, meaning that some can be around $100 million to $150 million dollar mark. So that is actually pretty good. That means each episode could be anywhere from 12 million to 25 million. That's not cheap. That is not something cheap. That's big money right there. Okay. So with that said, I also wanted to just show at the end of this article here, what did they say here? Just a little something that might sound familiar. This is not the first time Marvel has pivot. It's not the first time they have pivoted the development of a title in this way. Hawkeye was originally conceived as a feature before the executive team decided to turn the idea into a Disney Plus series. What is y'all old Uncle E said? Uncle E has told y'all a long time. Marvel can do whatever they want. Now, I will say, Hawkeye is probably at the bottom of my list of Disney Plus shows. If Hawkeye were a movie instead, maybe it could have been a little better. Maybe. But the fact that they are able to flip it up, the fact that the execs could be like, we can change this here. We can change it up whenever we want. That right there is exactly what I was hoping they would have done with Black Panther 2. I even have a whole video on it where I say that Black Panther 2 could be better as a Disney Plus show instead. Because if we're talking about giving people more time to grieve, do that through a TV series. If we're talking about giving a supporting character like Shuri, ample time to grow and develop, and in my opinion, give her more screen time, do it in a Disney Plus series. The same way y'all gave Sam Wilson more screen time and then gave Sam his own movie. That's what y'all should have done with Black Panther 2. And this just proves my point that I've been saying forever. Marvel can do whatever they want. If they want to delay a movie, they can do it. It might cost, might be challenging, but they can do it if they want to. If they want to take a series and turn it into a movie, turn a movie and turn it into a series, they can do whatever they want. Just wanted to prove that. So no, we didn't have to get Black Panther this way. We could have gotten it a whole bunch of different ways, but they chose to do it this way. So I just wanted to point that out. Y'all let me know, how are you feeling about Armor Wars becoming a movie now? Are you excited for it now? Were you excited in the first place for it? Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. All right, I got 2 comments here. Ali, what you got? I have a She-Hulk theory. Share here or nah? Save it for the She-Hulk live. I know I skipped the last one. I wasn't feeling that last episode, so we just gonna have to double up on the next one. We're gonna do one on Thursday. So I would say save it for now. But I know you got good theories, so hold on to that. Derek, what you got? With all that money, maybe we'll get better CGI. Maybe. You're right, mate. Listen, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, look, if y'all gonna make this a movie, that to me means that there's more earning potential than you. So what that means, you got to put more effort into it. You can't put a Disney Plus show in theaters. You have to take that show, trim the fat, amplify whatever good stuff you got, and take it to the next level if it's going to be a movie. That's what you have to do. All right. Anyway, we got my man Didier. One more. There we go. The difference is they knew a Hawkeye movie might get $500 million at most, but even a bad Black Panther movie is going to make $1 billion. Yeah, and that's a great transition because now is time. Thank you for that, Didier. Now is the time where we have to watch the new trailer, because apparently they did another trailer that came out. So let us prepare. I don't know if you've watched it or not. I haven't. So I'm about to just kind of check this out with y'all. But let's get ready to check out this new trailer. All right. So we have another trailer for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. A lot of this is mainly due to, in case you didn't know, tickets are now on sale. And usually when tickets are on sale, that's when a new trailer is going to come out. So hopefully they don't reveal too much. I already saw, at least on the internets, they revealed something some people were not too happy about. We'll see what it is. But yeah, let's check this out and see what they did with it. Right out the gate, huh?
Only the most broken people can be great leaders.
His people did not call him general or king. They called him Kukul Khan, the feather serpent god. Killing him will risk eternal war.
He's coming for the surface world.
We know what you whisper. They have lost their protector. Now is our time to strike.
Okay, Riri.
Show them who we are.
Oh, they just go slow. Oh, okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Hold on. I want to get to. Let me see if I can get. Can we get Dan? Where you at, Dan? Hold on. Did I skip it? Hold on. It said the 08 mark. It said the shirtless one. Dan, is that you right there? Dan, is that you in the back right there? Is that you dancing? Okay. If it is, shout out to Dan. Dan the man. You got this. Oh, Jesus. All right. Where do we even begin with this? Okay, first of all, I feel like this whole thing is a mixed bag of emotions. And I think it's going to be a different mixed bag for different people. I think what they're hoping for, because the pattern of this trailer is very similar to the earlier teaser, which is we just going to kick it off with the sad stuff. We're going to kick it off with the helmet. Here's the thing. Right there. I don't think you need it, because I already told y'all, and I got a whole video on this. So if you're new here and you don't know, my reaction to this, I've already made an entire video talking about how I don't personally care for the imagery of using Chadwick Boseman's face in this trailer. I personally feel very unsettled by it. I feel as though it's not appropriate because it's a trailer, and the purpose of a trailer is to sell movies. It's not to raise money for charities. It's not to do anything for a good cause. It is strictly to sell movie tickets and get butts in seats. And the fact that this is like playing off of a real person's passing, I don't feel comfortable with the idea of using that imagery in the promotion. Let me say it for the slower folks that coming in, that are sitting in the back, might not have heard me. I don't have a problem if this is something that happens in the context of the story. That's different if it's happening in the movie. I'm talking about what's being promoted and marketed. That is problematic, in my opinion. You don't have to have that opinion. So please don't come in here trying to, attack me or whatever. If you feel different, feel different. You're entitled to that. But what you're not going to do is come and disrespect folks in this place. So again, I don't like the fact that they have that. And I also reject the idea. I reject the notion that because some people were saying, well, if they didn't show Chadwick in the trailer, that would feel disrespectful. That would feel like we're just glossing over that Chadwick was here and that we're talking about him and all that stuff. Would it? Because I call BS on that too. Because you can't tell me that if you had seen this, you mean to tell me that if this is all they showed you, and they showed you people were sad, were crying, and they showed this man's helmet, you don't think that this movie's gonna be in honor or dedication to Chadwick? But you have to see his image in the trailer? Stop it. We are sophisticated enough to understand the difference, that we don't have to have his imagery playing off of our emotions to sell tickets to this movie. If they do it in the movie, that's different, because that's going to depend on the context. I've told y'all I'm holding out hope. It's not a lot, but I'm holding out some hope that maybe this is during the blip. Maybe because they did kill the character off already, during Infinity War. And that's the one time we have never seen in all of Phase 4, we've never seen what happened in those 5 years. So this is another reason why I'm interested in actually seeing the movie, because I need to judge what the story actually says, because I can't just go off of a trailer. I can't just only go off of what Marvel's been saying in the press. I can critique what they say. I can critique the trailer, but in order to really critique the movie itself, obviously I have to go see it, because I'm very curious from a writing standpoint. How many times is Wakanda gonna mourn for T'Challa? They thought he died in the first movie. They thought he died, or he did die for 5 years during Infinity War. And if this movie is indeed set after Endgame, y'all gonna kill him for a third time? I need to know how y'all gonna make that make sense in the writing. How y'all gonna make sense in the direction of the film? So this is one of the reasons why I am going to go watch it, so that I can really see it. Because if it doesn't make sense, you better believe I'm gonna call him out on it. I'm definitely gonna do that. Now, if it does take place during the blip, and yes, I have a video that explains how the blip theory can work. I explain how Shuri could be explained, even though a lot of y'all believe that she did get dusted, even though you ain't never seen her get dusted. I have a video talking about all that, but I do want to see how they handle this. Now, I get the impression from this trailer that they're going to spend the vast majority of the first 30 minutes of this, and it's all going to be mourning, it's going to be sadness, and it's looking like they're going to shift over into celebration, which, and correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm not mistaken, in some African cultures, like, death is sometimes viewed as a celebration, right? Like it's a crossing over, it's a passing, it's something positive. Maybe they tap into that. I don't know. But I'm getting the sense from the trailer that first couple minutes, man, mourning, sadness, terrible stuff is happening. Everyone's feeling it. But then there's probably going to be an upliftment. People are going to start feeling better. Yes, like there might be a celebration of life, and that's fine. Listen, if that's the story they want to tell, they can tell it. How they say it, how they tell it, we're gonna have to wait for the movie for that. But yeah, I'm still not a fan of this, like, at all. But I will say they got Namor on point. Namor looks fantastic, and this is one of those things that I never doubted this with Ryan Coogler. I never doubted that Ryan Coogler could put a good movie together. Like, seriously, like, based on what? Now, I obviously have definite creative differences of opinion with the potential of killing T'Challa off for the second, third time. I got differences with that. But in terms of, like, the cinematography, the production design, the whole setup, like, all of that, that was never in doubt. I told y'all that Ryan Coogler was going to put together a good, shiny movie that's going to look great to the general public. There was never any doubt about that. And I gotta say, I do actually like. I mean, look at this. My man got the air wings. Look at these. Like, look at it. Like, listen, that's not bad. I'm here for these. I'm here for these. These are nice. This is straight from the comics where he had the butterfly. He had the wings on the shoes and everything. Like, those are dope. And we saw him doing the little parkour in the air and everything. Like, I'm looking forward to that, because the one thing you always need in a good movie is a good antagonist. And Namor looks like somebody you don't want to mess with. I love the fact that we got the Dora Milaje here. This scene actually is what they showed us during D23. And I will say this scene right here, y'all are going to lose y'all are going to be too happy. Y'all are going to be very happy with that scene. This scene right here with Michaela in here, it's a very good scene. This is one of those scenes of like, yup, that's that Black Panther energy right there. So this, I have no doubt, is going to be very, very good from an action standpoint, from a production standpoint. But this right here, did y'all see? Like, look at the reflection. Look at the reflection. That's Namor out there looking like he about to sit. Yo, is he about to kill the queen? Yo, wait a minute. Because because it looked like he got a spear and he's about to throw. Yo, guys, is he about to kill Angela Bassett, Queen Ramonda? Wait a minute. So y'all not finna take T'Challa away, and you gonna take Queen Ramonda away potentially? Don't play with me, because I personally think that to make up for the lack of Chadwick being there, Angela Bassett is gonna put this whole movie on her shoulders. I think she's gonna do that. I'm not gonna like that. Ain't y'all? No. Not gonna like that at all. What else was there? And it's not gonna like that if they do that. I see Namor getting bucked though. See the Dora Milaje out there handling their business. That's gonna be dope. And the fact that my man came off. First of all, I'm gonna need you to get a queen like 3 feet. Like, come on, bro. I know you a king and all that. Give the queen 3 feet. Okay. Ain't no Dora Milaje there to separate them or nothing. So this battle is definitely going to be on point. Man, Wakanda being destroyed. Oh, I be getting so frustrated, especially in the comic books, because Wakanda stay getting destroyed. People stay coming for Wakanda every time. This is going to hurt me. Look at this. Look at all this destruction. But this right here, everything you see here, this is what's definitely going to make this movie a lot of money. It's gonna make I think, and I'll explain that in a little bit. I think it has a very good chance of hitting $1 billion. I don't know if it's gonna pass the first movie and do like over 1.3, but I do think it can get close to $1 billion. I think it can get close to it. Maybe maybe like 800 million. It could get to $1 billion. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't know if it has rewatchability, but I will say that like this action, this production design looks fantastic. Namor is a problem. I mean, look at that parkour, like all in the air. Y'all ain't never seen that. Parkour in the air. I like it. I'm here for that. It's definitely, this battle is going to be something. Shout out to Riri. It looks like, let me make that bigger. It looks like Riri's actually got her suit, probably with some Wakanda upgrades, because if we recall from like some of the concept art before, she had like all this like trash stuff around her, so that was kind of iffy. But now it looks like she got her upgrades from Wakanda, so cool. But yes, this definitely looks like, okay, M'Baku, I see you. I bet you. Was this the Wakandans? I wonder if that's the Wakandans sneaking up. Because you know the Wakandans be on some stuff. That could be the Atlanteans too. They're not even Atlanteans. I forgot they changed that up. But there's no doubt. I mean, this scene right here, I still wonder if this is a dream, or because it's only Shuri standing in there, or if this is like something that's actually happening. I feel like this is a dream. I feel like this could be her maybe in the ancestral plane. Maybe. And this might be a vision for her, because I don't understand why fire would be in here, especially with all this water and stuff. But that could be a dream. I don't know. But here we go. I'm sitting here thinking we finna get some more booty cheeks and Black Panther thighs, but no. They said we about to show you the actual Black Panther. So, well, there are a couple good things about this. That clearly ain't Killmonger. That's definitely not Killmonger. I don't see that as Killmonger at all. But I think that this is probably one of the worst kept secrets, and that is that Shuri is definitely the Black Panther. I don't even know why they bothered showing this, to be honest with you. Because I know some people are like, well, you never know who's under the suit. Maybe it's Nakia, maybe it's the Queen. Listen, Angela Bassett got some meat on her. Okay, that she Shuri about $105. Like I don't think Angela gonna fill out that suit. That's all I'm saying. Angela will fill out that suit. Even Lakia will fill out that suit. I don't think. I think that's Letitia. I think that's Shuri. Not to mention the head markings. And if you've been following the news, all the Legos and toys and merchandise, they've been spoiling all this stuff. So, all of this stuff is they've spoiled it already. So I think it is Shuri. That's where my money's going. Personally, let me say this carefully because I don't want to seem as though I don't care that Shuri's the Black Panther. I care about the elevation of her character. I don't care about the mantle. I care about the characters being elevated. That's the same thing I've been saying, and I've been consistent with Recast T'Challa. It's not about the mantle. I don't care who y'all give the mantle to. Whoever, you need to build up the characters. So if this is Shuri, good for her. That's great. Secure the bag. Get your screen time. I'm here for it. I just don't want this movie, and I hope that isn't the case of this movie based off of Nate Moore's conversations, that this is all about the mantle. Because if it is, Shuri can be replaceable. And I think that would be a disservice to the elevation, especially of Black characters, to just say, oh, well, when in doubt, just replace them because it's about the mantle. And I've told people this too, because I've heard other certain people say, well, I'm excited just to see who's under the mantle. And I'm like, you wouldn't be saying that if Peter Parker was like completely taken off the board. You wouldn't be saying that if Bruce Wayne was never to come back. Like, you don't care about mantles. Nobody cares about mantles. If we cared about mantles, we wouldn't have consistent characters constantly defining those mantles. We keep getting a Bruce Wayne, a Clark Kent, James Bond. We keep getting them, Peter Parker. Hey, Miles is here. That's great. Peter Parker ain't going nowhere. You thought they were going to get rid of Peter Parker just because they gave you Miles? They going to keep Peter Parker. So they gave this man a whole new suit. So, yes, characters matter first and above everything else. So, good trailer. I'd say that. It was a good trailer. I got no issues with it except for obviously the imagery thing. I don't like that. I think that's in poor taste for marketing. I am still going to watch the movie because I am curious to see. I told you I'm holding out a sliver of hope that some common sense was thrown in there about the blip and how this movie is supposed to be the last movie in phase 4. So, like, can we finally talk about these 5 years that we just skipped over? Like, is Wakanda just now mourning T'Challa? They didn't mourn him before. Like, so I'm hoping they try to make sense of this. I'm hoping, but we'll see. Anyway, what did y'all think about this trailer? I definitely like Namor. I think he was a highlight in this. They better not kill Queen Ramonda. I'm not gonna be happy with that. Don't like the marketing with this. Not a fan of that at all. But yeah, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comments down below. But yeah, I would say overall, good trailer. It's pretty much what I expected. It's hard to get excited for this. Like I would say if they took out all the funeral stuff and all that, and if T'Challa was in there, I'd be hyped. I would absolutely be hyped for this. But I feel mixed. I feel like I'm gonna go in. Like, honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. I don't know because I don't know where the story's gonna go. I have obviously ideas that I'm not looking forward to, but I don't know. I'm trying also not to get my hopes up too high so I don't get disappointed too much also. But yes, I will be checking that out to see where this goes. But yeah, let me know what you think about the trailer, how you're feeling in the comments down below. And shout out to my man Dan the man, all up in there, y'all. We got local celebrities and stuff in here. I love it. Okay, I think I'm caught up on the comments. Let me grab these comments and then I think what's next? Yeah, then I gotta apologize to Recast T'Challa. What can that be? David Curtis, based on the new trailer, from what I can hope or guess, it looks like they could be going with your blip theory after all. Maybe. I don't know, bro. I hope the blip theory gets used some way, somehow. I mean, like I said, the excessive repetitive killing of T'Challa, that's a jacked up legacy to leave. Y'all already in the logical contradiction of not recasting and showing that the story's not important and the character is not important. I already told you that already is a problem in itself. But if you just go, all you're gonna do is just keep killing this character and calling that an honor. Really? Okay. I'll be there to call him out on it though. Thank you for that, David. Derek, what you got? I had a House of the Dragon thing for you, but I'll wait. Did Marvel get permission to use Chadwick's images? BB2 looks good. I got chills, a change of mind, maybe. So, yeah, we'll talk about House of the Dragon a little bit later. But to use Chadwick's images, technically, they're not using Chadwick's image. This isn't like they're using a red carpet image of Chadwick. They're technically using T'Challa's image. So it is fair use. It is fair game. They own the rights to the property of T'Challa. So yeah, they're showing you T'Challa. I'm just saying that they didn't have to use that image because Marvel already conflates. They add to the confusion of conflating Chadwick with T'Challa. Marvel does not separate T'Challa from Chadwick. And because they don't separate them, the audience further, conflates the two as well. So because the audience conflates them, because Marvel conflates them, when you look at the image, it plays on, yes, technically that's T'Challa, but at the same time, technically that's also Chadwick. So it's kind of a sneaky loophole that's being used. And that's why I'm saying y'all didn't have to do that at all. You could have just shown the mask. And I think that right there would have proven they talking about Chadwick. They're talking about T'Challa. I think that sometimes less is more is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, BP looks good. I got chills, got to change my mind. Maybe, like I said, I still need to see it. As I've said many times, Marvel continuously works on things until it is put up on the screen. So we don't know what the movie looked like when they do their initial friends and family screening, because when they do the friends and family screening, that's like a year ago. Like people were watching the finished product. Maybe the VFX weren't done. People were watching this like a year ago. So people knew where it was going a year ago. That does not mean that's the finished product that we are going to see. A lot has happened within this year. Maybe all this pressure from Recast T'Challa has made them reconsider things. Maybe what we thought we were going to get is not what we're going to get here. I remember talking to people who went to, what movie was it? I think it was Captain Marvel, or it was something. I forget what it was. Sorry. But they saw an early screening of a Marvel movie, and let's just say Captain Marvel, for example. And they said something like, yo, in this movie, Tony Stark goes out in space and meets Captain Marvel, or Guardians of the Galaxy. Tony goes out and he meets the Guardians of the Galaxy, or something like that. And I remember this person was like, no, I saw this. Like, this was in the screener. Like, the special effects weren't done, whatever. It was there. This person, I know this person, like, they have no reason to lie about it. But when the movie came out, none of that stuff made the final cut. And I remember asking that person, like, yo, man, I thought you said Tony was going to show up and this and this. And he was like, yeah, he did. They took it out. So just because things were leaked early, just because some plot reveals were put out, it does not mean that it's always going to make the final cut. Maybe they had a change of mind. Maybe they didn't. We'll have to wait and see where they go. Let's see. Talented one, what you got? Gotta go back to the future and start from the beginning. You hit me with the surprise live. Just want to contribute. Thank you so much. And shout out to you as you catch up on this. Thank you so much, Back to the Future. That's funny. That's funny. I like that. Thank you for that. I think we are caught up. Are we? Hold on. Let me catch up. Hold on. Dang, y'all had a lot of comments. Okay, I guess I got to read all of these. All right. Now is the time where your boy has to apologize. I need to, I think I owe the Recast TChalla movement an apology. And the reason why I think I owe you guys an apology is because sometimes, as you know, I would say a de facto leader, because this is not something that y'all don't see me saying I'm the leader. I'm the like this. If I'm the face of it, fine, but that's not something I've like strove for, right? And I think that what's important for a leader is to manage expectations and also to communicate the vision and to make sure that you stay consistent with whatever the goal or objective is. Those are the responsibilities of a leader. And I made a mistake during one of my previous lives. And one of the things that I did was I ended up telling y'all that I was going to host a watch party for Black Panther Wakanda Forever. But the problem is I didn't tell you guys why I was doing it. I kind of got caught up. Unfortunately, this is one of those things that happens when I'm live, right? When I'm live, y'all are getting all of me. This is unedited me, right? So if I say something, mess up, whatever, y'all get it. There's no hiding from you guys. This is me. What y'all see is all me. And what I started to do and reflect on and realize is the fact that I also, by being live with you all, I'm also sharing all my thoughts with you guys. So I think and I feel in real time with all of you. And one thing that I've always talked about was I try to hold myself accountable for how I think and how I approach things. So if new information comes around, I'm going to change my mind. I might feel one way today, might change my mind the next day, right? I'm not coming in here trying to look all polished and perfect in front of y'all because I'm just me, right? I'm not an actor. I'm just a regular guy who happens to love movies and comic book stuff and Black representation, okay? So I made a mistake in announcing that I was doing the watch party without telling you guys why. And what ended up happening was a lot of people felt as though that, I don't know, that they felt maybe betrayed. Some people felt like maybe I was backtracking. Some people felt like I was inconsistent with my messaging because how could I throw a watch party for this, right? I've said, y'all know, I keep receipts on myself. I have said, I don't know if I feel comfortable throwing a watch party. I've said that, right? I said that I don't know if I feel comfortable because I don't know if kids need to go and see this movie. I don't know if kids need to be watching this Black trauma. I don't know. And that's the thing. I've said I don't know and I didn't feel comfortable doing it. And I'm going to tell you this. So I apologize for not telling y'all why I decided, what shifted my thinking to do this. And that part of it comes through because of, no, I won't go there yet. There were a couple things that contributed to my thinking, and I'll share that with you because, we do transparency around here. I didn't want to do a watch party at all. I did not. I was going to go watch the movie. I was good because I'm a film critic. I obviously have to. I have to review it. That's my due diligence. But paying for a theater and having people come out and all that, I don't feel comfortable doing that. I didn't feel comfortable. That was true. I did not feel comfortable doing that. And I told people, because people were coming in and telling me, you're going to do a watch party, right? And I was like, hell no. For this? No, I ain't doing one. And they were like, oh, okay. And time after time after time, people who signed the Recast TChalla petition, my friends, my family, supporters, followers, people who are 110% in on Recast TChalla came to me and was like, but about this watch party. And I was like, I guess. Like, that started to make me feel conflicted because I'm like, I'm here for the people. The watch parties are not to condone what happens in a movie or not. The watch parties are communal events. Okay, that's why I did them, so that we all could come together and just celebrate or be together or whatever. That still wasn't enough for me. That wasn't enough. I was like, I know y'all want to do this, but y'all, I don't feel right doing this. So then I was like, wait a minute. Is it possible that I could do, like, if I were to do a watch party, I need a reason higher and above whatever this movie is in order to justify it for me emotionally. Now, I'm going to put a feather in that for a second because I want to address some of the people that felt, let's just say, very, very aggressive. We'll get to the next step in a second. I've told y'all from the very beginning, one thing I have not advocated for is a boycott. I personally am not going to boycott the movie. I personally am not going to advocate for a boycott. At the same time, I respect people to do whatever they want with their money. I have no problem with that. If you don't want to give Marvel your money because that is your personal decision and right, do that. I have no issue with that. I have my reasons for not wanting to boycott because based off of the things that I know, I don't think it's going to be effective. I'll give you a quick example, and this is more industry information. If you go to try to buy a ticket right now at your local theater for Black Panther 2, tell me whether or not for opening week, you're able to get a discounted ticket for that. You probably can't. Why is that? Because the studios went, and this is behind the scenes, this is industry knowledge. This is one of those things of like, this is how you need to know how the industry works, right? Part of the thing is the studios went to the theaters or they had a meeting or whatever, and they was like, hey, look, opening week, no more discounts. Your little $5 Tuesdays, that's over with. Your little student discounts or whatever, that's over with. Senior discount, no. Opening week for a movie, we getting full price. What do you think that's going to do to the opening box office numbers for these movies? We all know people are going to go watch this movie in the first week. We all know that it's going to make more money now if there are no discounts. If you take a ticket that was $6 and you convert it now to $12, you don't think that they about to make a whole lot more money than they normally would? So one thing I'm saying is that a boycott, in my opinion, is not going to be as effective because they've already taken countermeasures behind the scenes to make sure that if even a boycott happened, nobody would even notice because the numbers are going to get inflated. The numbers are going to get inflated. I'm telling you right now that you are going to hear, and I bet it was a sneaky coincidence that this change happened today as Black Panther 2, went on sale. I have this feeling that you're going to see a whole lot of talk about Black Panther 2 record-breaking numbers since the pandemic, box office smash hit. Wait for it. Wait for it. Those numbers are going to look super good in that first week, but I'm telling you why that is now. This is just one reason why I'm saying I don't think the boycott is the right move for me. Again, you want to do it? That's fine. I'm not tearing nobody down for doing what they want to do with their money. That's one thing. So for anybody that was saying, man, E-Man, I can't rock with you because you're going to watch this movie. Okay. I never told you I was going to boycott in the first place. I don't know why your expectations were high like that. Sorry. Second thing. Y'all know your boy went to seminary school. You know I'm a Christian. You know I like the good word in the Bible. So this is what I'm not trying to convert nobody, but I'm trying to let y'all know what informs my thinking. One thing I wanted to bring up, one thing I came across was a Bible story about when Jesus was about to be arrested. When Jesus was about to be arrested, Peter, his number one disciple, that was his ace boom coon, that was his right-hand man. The Romans were coming to arrest Peter, to arrest Jesus, and Peter took out his sword. They took my sword away. Dang. See, this is why my wife needs to stop cleaning up. I don't even. Oh, no. There it is. Peter took out that blade. And he was slicing and dicing them ears off. Okay? He sliced the ears because he was like, y'all not finna come for my Lord and Savior. That's how Peter wanted to defend and fight for his Lord and Savior, right? Jesus. But what happened right after that? Jesus was like, yo, chill out. Jesus was like, yo, put your blade away. And he healed the ear of that opposing person, that servant or officer or whatever. He healed their ear. What does that tell you? For me, the way I look at that story is we could be so committed to a person, a character, or a movement, or a cause that sometimes we let our emotions get so ahead of us that we will do actions that are counter to what that cause, that movement, that person, that character stand for. Jesus wasn't about that violence. Now, if you're a Christian, you believe Jesus is God, right? If you're a Christian, you believe that, which means Jesus don't need nobody to protect him. Okay? If Jesus wanted to strike people down, Jesus could do that. But Jesus chose non-violence. And Jesus went and took it an extra step and healed his enemy, right? He healed his opposers. So sometimes, even if we think and believe we are doing the best that we can to represent something or someone, sometimes we get out of line. Sometimes we step out of line of whatever that cause or that person stands for. And it's probably even contradictory. I say that one more time. And of course, I know I'm going to come with a little bit more receipts because a lot of times I think we forget why Recast TChalla was even started. Now, Recast TChalla was started because we wanted to make sure that hold on, let me get this. I want to get this up here first. Do I have it? No, I had it. Hold on one second. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Let me load that up real quick. One of the reasons why Recast TChalla was started was literally to honor the character of T'Challa and Chadwick Boseman. So again, I'm not disparaging people that don't want to, give the money to. That's fine. This is not an attack against y'all. I'm just explaining why I'm not doing it. And for me, I had to step back and I had to listen. And actually, it was from Derek Boseman, Chadwick's brother, that made me kind of think twice about it, about throwing a watch party, because Chadwick cared about his friends. Chadwick cared about the careers of his friends. You don't believe me? That's fine. Listen to his brother.
But as I think about him, I think about how he honored our parents, how he honored his family, how he honored even his friends, and he made sure that his friends also had good careers.
So for me, I was kind of like, I don't know about all this, because if Chadwick cared about his friends, right? If Chadwick cared about the careers of his friends, and if Recast T'Challa and everything I've been sitting here talking about is all about honoring Chadwick, then for me, logically, it does not make sense for me to potentially hurt his friends to honor Chadwick. That doesn't gel for me. Maybe it does for you, and that's okay, but it doesn't work for me. Let's bring that back, because I was just talking to another brother on Twitter, and he had mentioned like, yo, these companies, all they care about is money. You got to hurt their dollars to make them understand. That makes sense. It makes sense. But I've asked this, when has that been the case in Hollywood? When has Hollywood faced a boycott of a film that would make them change their mind? But more specifically, when has that been the case for Marvel? And here's again, I'm just telling y'all what's informing my thinking. When I come up with Recast T'Challa, the petition and all that, the hashtag, the reason why I did that is because I first took some time to study other campaigns, other movements. When I was studying the other campaigns, the first one I looked at was the Snyder Cut, right? What happened with the Snyder Cut? First of all, when you even hear of release the Snyder Cut, do you get a good connotation from that? I mean, you tell me, for real, like, just be honest. When somebody talks about Snyder Cut fans, does that come off as a positive connotation? Do you get a good feeling when you hear of Snyder Cut fans? I would say that most people probably don't have the best impression of them, because the small minority of them have gone out and like damn near harassed, even sent death threats to the people at WB. Matter of fact, those same fans would go out there and they would boycott movies from WB. They would review bomb other movies because they wanted to fight for Snyder. They were doing a lot of jacked up things to uplift Snyder. Now, don't get me wrong. What WB did to Zack Snyder was definitely shady as hell. But what I'm saying is 2 wrongs don't make a right. Okay? But those fans thought that way. But let's think about it in context. When the fans kept pushing and pushing and pushing WB to give them the Snyder Cut, what happened? WB was like, all right, you know what? Here you go. Have it. Here's the Snyder Cut. Everybody was happy. Boom, we got the Snyder Cut. Victory. What happened after that? Restore the Snyderverse. Restore the Snyderverse. They got what they demanded, and they continue to go on and ask for more and make even higher demands that at this point were unreasonable. And what happened with WB? Y'all can Google this. I don't have the site right now. The executives basically said, man, we regret giving the Snyder Cut. We should have never given them the Snyder Cut. Y'all went and fought for years to get this Snyder Cut. You got it. You still kept taking it up a notch, still kept the toxic negativity up. And now you increase your demands. And now the studio's like, we should have never gave y'all nothing. You think they about to cater to them now? After that, let's rewind a bit. That whole movement does not have the best optics, right? They don't have the best image right now. I'm sure the majority mean well, but that negativity does not sell. It does not work. Let me counter all of that. There's another change.org petition called Bring Back Daredevil. Save Daredevil. This thing got close to 500,000 signatures. You see it right there. This was hey, Marvel's Daredevil has been canceled on Netflix. And all they're saying is like, look, our wishes are that Marvel and its parent company reach a deal with Netflix to allow the show to continue, so on and so forth. All the fans are willing to wait the years to allow Disney to continue production on another platform. That's what the Save Daredevil campaign was all about. Not one time did they sit here talking about boycotting. Not one time was this an attack against Marvel or Netflix. They were just saying like, look, we are fans that love this property. We love this character. Please bring it back. We will wait. It doesn't have to be immediate. We will wait. But we love this character. That love, that positivity, that whole approach. Well, we just saw Daredevil's in She-Hulk, right? They brought Daredevil over. Okay. And on top of that, you even had the main actor, Daredevil, born again star, Charlie Cox, pays tribute to the Save Daredevil campaign. He thanked the campaign for bringing them back. Do you think he would have been thanking them if they were talking about boycotting, or if they were talking about attacking Marvel, or if they were doing anything negative? So again, I'm not knocking nobody that wants to do whatever they want to do with their dollars. I'm just simply going off of what I've seen that has worked. I'm going off of what I've seen that has not worked. I don't want us to have any level of synonymous comparisons with the Snyderverse, the Snyder Cut folks, because I don't want those optics. That's not a shade to them. I don't want their optics. I don't want us to be viewed in a light that is contrary to what the petition states, which is, we just love and respect this character and we want that character's portrayal to continue. I've been on national television and I've said this is not an attack against Marvel. It never has been. It's never been an attack. So again, this is one of the many reasons that has fueled my desire to go ahead and do the watch party, because people have been asking for it. I do think that it is consistent with what Chadwick would have actually appreciated. I don't think Chadwick would be okay with people like attacking his coworkers and his cast and crew and friends. I don't think so. From the sounds of Derek Bozeman, it doesn't sound like he believes his brother would think that either, because he, as he said, he cared about his friends' careers and so on. And I've seen what worked. Save Daredevil worked. Why can't Recast T'Challa or Save T'Challa? Why can't that work also if it's come through with love and positivity? Because we've seen something where Marvel does not care about dollars. They don't care. Why don't they care? Because they're already at the top. When Marvel's at the top, name one thing that didn't make money that they didn't go ahead and just keep on making sequels anyway. A movie could not do well financially. They still gonna keep it going. A movie could have terrible reviews, Captain Marvel. They still got a sequel coming out. Boycotts are not going to work to Marvel because Marvel don't care about money like that. They make too much money. If they were a startup company, sure, you got to penny pinch everything. Marvel can make $200 million on a movie, tank, and I guarantee you they will get another director, they will get another actor, and they will come back with a sequel next time. They don't care. And here's the other thing too. Look at how Marvel treats negativity. Look at how they act towards aggressiveness. Have we not seen what they were doing in She-Hulk? All the people that are out there online that are complaining about Marvel being too feminine and the MCU, what did Marvel do? Did Marvel buckle? Were they scared? Did they sit here and be like, oh no, we better beef up our masculinity or else we're going to lose these customers? They don't care. Instead, they'd rather make fun of those people. They'd rather make fun of them and troll the trolls in their show. I don't want that for Recast T'Challa. I don't want that for any of y'all. I don't want the optics to be turned against us as, haha, look at this, little campaign who thinks they're going to do something because they do this or they don't do that or what. No. That's not what this was all about. This was about love and positivity, because no matter what, nobody can argue against people loving and respecting something. Nobody's going to fight that. But they will find a way, and we've seen this on Twitter, right? They will find a way to take any level of negativity, anything, even if you mean it from the best place. They'll take anything and turn it, twist it, flip it, turn it, and put it all in your face. Stop giving people leverage. Don't do that. Don't give them that satisfaction. Anyway, this brings me to my next step for Recast T'Challa. And I've already told y'all, Recast T'Challa is never going to go away until T'Challa is back on screen. Okay. Now that might come in many different ways. I don't know. Maybe it comes through a direct recast. Maybe it comes through a variant. Maybe it comes through a son. I don't know. But one way or another, Recast T'Challa for me does not stop until the portrayal of T'Challa is back on screen. But this also made me wonder, because again, I'm thinking about optics. I'm thinking about what's the next thing? What do we do? Because if Marvel says, I don't know, here's a T'Challa and it's garbage or whatever, it's not going to look good if we're still saying Recast T'Challa, because they'll be like, we gave you T'Challa. There he is. And so for me, I'm like, okay, this is chess, not checkers. How do we take it a step above that? How do we go from here and still being one step ahead of Marvel? And again, as a leader, as someone that's trying to be consistent, I told you, you got to look at the goal, the vision, and you have to make sure you're consistent. The one thing that I thought about was, especially with my watch party, and this was actually the final thing. This was the main thing that tipped it over for me to be like, I got to do a watch party. I'm doing the watch party for Black Panther Wakanda Forever because I want to convert it into a fundraiser. I'm doing this as a charity fundraiser to raise money to fight cancer for children, or that children are battling. We've seen the interviews of Chadwick Boseman going out there visiting children that are also fighting cancer, and it made him very emotional, and it made him motivated to go in and keep working. Now, at the time, we didn't know that the man was fighting cancer himself, which to me just blew my mind when I learned this. So for me, I'm like, you know what? I don't think there's anything better that we can do. Whether you're pro boycott, whether you're not, whether you're pro recast, whether you're not, doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter. Everybody should get on board with the Wakanda Forever challenge. I created this GoFundMe link, and mods, if you don't mind, the links are in the description if you can share it. Basically, it's just GoFundMe /Wakanda-Forever-Challenge. And I want us to make this go viral. I want us to do this. I just put the goal at 5,000. I don't know if we can hit it. I'm optimistic. But I hope that the very same hospital Chadwick visited while he was battling cancer, it was St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. I feel as though if we're really talking about honoring this man's legacy, we should go ahead and donate and raise funds here. So if you are coming to my watch party, this is something that I'm asking everybody that's coming in attendance. Please contribute to this. This is going to be my new hill. I know Recast T'Challa is my hill, but this is going to be my new hill. I think there's nothing better than fighting cancer, because F cancer. And you know what? If we can get this to trend, Wakanda Forever Challenge, share the link. Let's get some celebrities involved. Everybody that's been pro Recast T'Challa, hell, everybody that's been anti Recast T'Challa should not matter. If you boycott, where are you gonna put your money? What better place than here? A boycott is usually effective when you take no money away from this and put it into something else. Here we go. This is literally the perfect solution for everybody on board. So I am pushing and encouraging all of us to donate. Let's raise this money up. Whatever you can put in definitely helps. St. Jude is really good. They don't send a bill to the families at all for food, travel, medicine, treatment, whatever. And I mean, like, my goodness, if we could do anything with this movie, I mean, I would love if Marvel, I know Disney technically can't contribute to GoFundMe, but I would love if they matched the funds, maybe something, you know. And by the way, for anybody that is contributing, this money does not go to me at all. I don't want to touch any of this money. Anything you donate to this goes to a PayPal giving fund. It's a 503 account. It's a charity fund. And then the money goes directly to St. Jude's Research Hospital. So yes, you will get a tax write-off. It is a donation because this is all charity. So I definitely encourage y'all to go ahead. You know, we got the link. I think I can post the link in the chat. You know, let's get this going. Let's make this go viral. Today, there's no better day than to do it today. We got Black Panther Wakanda Forever, you know, trending. I believe in y'all that we can make this trend too. Let's make Wakanda Forever challenge trend. Let's raise some money. And let's really honor Chadwick's legacy more than ever before. So that, I think, is the next step. I hope you guys can join me in that. I'd really appreciate any contributions. Matter of fact, I'm about to give some myself and donate. Let me go ahead and be the first one because I think I'm the only one. I might be the first contribution here. Can I get that? Yes, I'm gonna do PayPal. Damn, man, y'all making me do the whole thing. Okay. All right, guess I gotta fill it all out. Let me put this up. I can't put up my personal info here. Okay, got that. All right, can I donate? Yep, let's run that. Give me 1 second. I'm basically just putting my money where my mouth is. Like, you know, I'm you know, I told y'all I'm about this. So let's do it. Just gotta log in. Dang, PayPal, y'all about to make me go through all this. Sign in here. Here's the code. Do all that. Man, just sign me in. Jeez Louise. All right, hold on. I told y'all this what happened when y'all live. It'd be live out here. All right. You got my account. Okay, go ahead. Yep. That. And the one thing I love about this is that, you know, when you donate, people can see it. You know, like it's ain't no hiding. You know, it's out there. Okay, yes, I did it. Thank you for your donation. Continue. Nope. All right, think I'm done. No, I'm done. Can I go? Dang. Leave me alone. I did it all. I did all the work already. Okay, hold on. Let me see if this populated somewhere else because this is acting up because I'm in a different browser. Dang, man, some of y'all beat me already. Golly, man, y'all beat me. Okay, whatever. That's all good. I appreciate y'all. No, what is my password? Dang it, I don't know my password. I'm sorry. This is what happened when you live though. Oh, so maybe it didn't go through. All right, well, let me give it another 100 then. Do that. Yep. All right. Yep. PayPal. Let's do that. Okay. My bad, y'all. Sorry about that. Little technical difficulties, but we back in here. Yep. Let's use that. Pay that. Are we good? Yep. Done. Yes. Okay. Skip. Yep. Boom. There we go. Y'all see it. I know y'all see. I know you see it. Boom. We in there. PayPal contribution is right there. What a proof for the haters, because I know there's always some haters. Boom. There we go. Right there. I got my donation in. Can y'all go ahead and do the same? I'd appreciate y'all. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to Kimberly. Appreciate y'all so much. Let's hit this 5,000. I think we can do this by the time the movie comes out. This is definitely going to be something I think we got to go through. I'll be pushing this like all the time. So, recast TChalla all day. But let's raise this money and fight this cancer at the same time. All right, y'all. That is all I got for today. I want to thank y'all so much for taking the time to hear me out, hear me talk and ramble. We didn't hit 3 hours. Yes. But I definitely appreciate y'all so much. Definitely get in there, donate, do what you got to do. Let's put people to shame, in a good way, because I want to be like, look, I put in 100. How much you want to put in? I ain't trying to get in your pockets. I'm just saying, let's get this going so that we can contribute. Anything can work, can help. It'll be great. And I think if we make this go viral, this right here is definitely going to be something. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate y'all. I got comments. I'm sorry. Let me grab these. I was about to sign off and forget everybody comments. Dang, I got a lot. Okay, let me grab these comments before we head out. Man, I've been waiting for all of this. Like, y'all don't know how long I've been sitting on this on this thing for like months. Because I wanted to get the writing together. I wanted to make sure that everything I said was like okay and that it was on point. So it took me a while, but like I knew once the movie trailer came out, this would be the best time to do it, because like, we got to make this trend today. So again, that's another reason why I wanted to go live early so that we can get this out and talk about it. So let me grab these comments before I head out. Sorry, it's a lot. I was talking a lot. Okay, I'm caught up now. I'm really excited to see. Y'all be coming up, showing out for a lot of stuff, especially with Recast TChalla. So I feel like there's no reason why we can't show up for this. Like we should knock this out the park. My man Derek, what you got? If they own the rights and they should sell it to Sony, then maybe we can have TChalla. Maybe no, I don't trust Sony with nothing. No, I as much as I want TChalla recast for sure, I cannot give them to the people that made Venom and Morbius. That's going to be a whole nother crusade. I can't fight that much. Jason, thank you so much. I was on an emotional trip at first when Chadwick died about recasting, but looking at your theory and explanation of why recasting should happen, I'm torn. I'm sorry to tear you up, but this is the one thing I just wanted people to understand is that there isn't just one way. There is not just one way to honor him. There isn't just one way to elevate him or celebrate him. Like there's so many different ways without compromising characters or actors or legacies and all that stuff. I just wanted people to understand, and that's why I wanted this to be a conversation. I wanted Recast TChalla to be something that we talk about, to force people to really think about, hey, there are other ways that we could do this same goal. But thank you so much, Jason. I'm glad that you even engaged it, because some people shut off. Some people were like, nope, my way or the highway. I ain't thinking about nothing else. Nope, that's it. So I appreciate your open-mindedness. AL or Al. So they couldn't recast TChalla, but they can recast General Ross. Interesting. Well, that's apparently the hot rumor. That's apparently what might be happening. We'll see if they go through with it. But one way or another, they're going to catch these criticisms. They're going to catch them. Woo, not going to let that pressure off at all. Puma, what you got? What up, Avengers? I'm not a fan of them using his Chadwick's face in the trailer. That should have been used as an in theaters only recast TChalla. Yeah, again, there's no way you can escape using Chadwick's imagery in the movie, in the story, obviously. But in the marketing, I think that's a step too far. I think it's just unnecessary because there are people that are grieving still, and they don't want to be re-traumatized. They don't want to go through that. They've already gone through their process, and they don't want to go relive it and double down on it. And one person's grieving is not going to trump somebody else's. So I'm totally with you on that. Puma, back at it. I almost missed the need and alarm for these lives. Yes, please go ahead. Sign up for the notifications. I think you have to hit the bell, then hit the little button after that, and then there's another bell for notifications, alerts, and do it on Twitter. Now, I try not to waste people's time with what I tweet, because it can get spammy, but I do my best to remind y'all on Twitter when I'm going live as well. But yes, definitely get those alerts up. Thank you, Puma. I appreciate you. And when in doubt, don't worry, we got the replay gang. I try to get my editor to spice up the videos, make it a little more entertaining. So like, you got that too. Friggins bell, tell it past the email. Oh, you funny. Here's the donation for the building fund. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Really do. I just gave that away. Whatever you just donated, I just gave it away anyway. So you donating to donate. So I appreciate that though. Thank you so much. Malcolm, what you got? Oh, Malcolm, I don't know where your comment is. We're gonna see if we can find it. Where is it? Oh, I'm sorry. But thank you so much for that, Malcolm. I appreciate you. I don't know if your comment's still here. I'm still scrolling, trying to see if I can find it. But thank you, Malcolm. I appreciate you. Puma, back at it. Yes, for the Daredevil petition fans. Respect. Yes, I agree. Thank you so much. Yes, I mean, yeah, look, I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, I'm gonna go off of what I've seen has worked, not what I feel should work. There's a difference. Like, this is why I don't, belittle or oppose people that want to boycott, because I understand the feeling. I get it. It makes sense. But at the same time, I'm like, given this additional context and information, I just don't think it's the best course. So y'all welcome to go do it. If y'all don't like the message I'm talking about and you like someone else's, that's fine too. I'm not going to begrudge y'all for what y'all connect with. But I'm going to stay true to what I believe and the, information, logic, facts that I see. I'm going to go with that. No hard feelings. Dancing Dog, thank you so much. We can be positive and we can also enjoy Black Adam. We got Hawkman, Recast, T'Challa. Yes, I'm going to go watch Black Adam. What is it? I think in a couple weeks. So look, it's coming out. I'm a little on the fence because even though I'm a huge fan of The Rock don't always come out with hot fire. So I'm gonna wait and see. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with Black Adam, but I'm definitely gonna check it out. Let's see. Who else? Jordan, what you got? Already donated. Love what you're doing. Recast T'Challa Wakanda Forever challenge. Thank you, brothers, so much. That is so great of you. I really appreciate that, Jordan. You always be coming through, man. Definitely means a lot. Oh my God! Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Y'all, we already at $710? Yo, come through. This is what I'm talking about now. Okay, let's go. Look at, man, come on now. Y'all be just showing out. Y'all just be showing out. I just hit refresh real quick, and y'all already got this at $700. Yo, this is why I tell you I love y'all. Y'all are so great. Oh my gosh, see, man, don't y'all do this. Don't y'all bring it. Look, we ain't even got to the movie yet. We ain't even got to the show yet. Oh my goodness. Cynthia, what you got? We're in this fight with the E-Man. Recast T'Challa. Thank you, Cynthia. I appreciate you so much. And yes, we are not going to give up one way or another. Whether it's Recast T'Challa, whether it's the Wakanda Forever challenge, one way or another, we are going to make our voices heard again. And we are going to make a difference again out in these streets. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Man, I'm already getting emotional already because I can see this going places. This is at least what I was hoping for. Yeah, hey, I don't care if y'all just want to put $1 in there, put $1 in, 50 cents, whatever. Just if y'all can contribute. Remember, this is for kids with cancer. This is kids with cancer is probably like one of the things I don't ever want to think about. But the fact that Chadwick was thinking about that while he was fighting cancer, my goodness, this man had more courage than I could ever have in my life. So yeah, please definitely consider putting this out there. Please consider man, let's do this, y'all. Let's do this. All right. I will see y'all later. I don't know when I'm gonna do this Game of Thrones one. I'm probably trying to do this like the next hour or so. But we're gonna talk about this House of the Dragon. I need some time real quick. Because we about to make a difference like in somebody's life, and that means a lot. So all right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Wash your hands, wash your butts, go donate. All right, peace. Wait. Sorry. Can't go yet. We got to go out in style. All right, now we can go.
Say T'Challa, we need a recast. Chat would agree, and I truly believe that. Stories untold, I pray that we get to unfold. Don't kill them, we don't need to see that. A black man is king, I think that is crucial. If not for the grown-ups, the kids should move you. Representation, let it multiply. Stop telling the stories how legacies die. We can explore the world of Wakanda by addition and not replacement. 1.3 billion, how was that? And I'm making a statement. Being pigeonholed to a role like there could be only one is deflating. Man, it's a mindset that ain't died yet, cause the lack of seeing our faces. Sure, we can be the queen of the nation. Women should feast, we want elevation. Now, wouldn't it be dope if they rose up together without doing something as cold as erasing them? We got respect for Ryan and Nate. They doing their best, they stuck in the middle, but I hope they think about what is at stake. Don't rush it, but please let the saga continue. Doubling down on Black Death is a trope we no longer want to handle. Wakanda forever, T'Challa forever. It's never been about the man, so what is we saying? This ain't about Phantom and getting my way. It's all for the love, it's not for the hate. No matter what people are trying to say, we cast T'Challa. We cast T'Challa.